Draft Dr. Phil and the smartest man.
Keeping it 100.
Keep it 100.
So chase greatness and start understanding that he's going to make everybody better.
Tape never lies.
I don't want to see your tape breakdowns if you cannot show me things that are negative about a guy that's on your current team.
Hashtag chase greatness. Hashtag take that.
Keep it 100.
Because I'll make this one more time clear. Caden Whitlow, cut it.
Keeping it 100.
He is the best quarterback I have ever scouted on tape.
The Chicago Bears select.
Guess who's back? The two dudes that kept it real. Dynamic duo that you love, the smartest man at Dr. Phil. Breaking down the film, never a problem, kick it straight. Most shows focus on stats, we focus on the tape. We keep it in 100, never running east or west. We coming with that truth, cause that's what our fans expect. Cut off the fake and anchor, moving forward to be free. But don't you worry, Shane's got the dumbest tweets. It ain't no secret, Phil and Shane got some haters. But now they're moused up like the true and now and laters. Debaters, straws get kicked like Coach Tabor. Cuts had to be made, we added a barber moderator. Up and down, boys got you double checking. Sad sack strolling like a fool drunk texting. Flexing on the truth cause you know they'll never change. Real, recognize real, that's what you get with Phil and Shane.
Give me some fucking names. Wait, 2 fucking games.
Fuck a play or a captain, all of the up there. The tape never lies, the truth you see. We laugh, we analyze, so there's no babies like Maybelline. Straight to the truth with acumen and facts. We got a stat nerd, but he's not just giving nerd stats. Car crash, big impact like trip sack. Every Wednesday night you got the smartest and Phil back. Now we know you're smiling like a fat kid with fun dip. We're back better than ever and we keeping it 100.
Keep it 100.
Draft Dr. Phil and the smartest
Keeping it
man.
100.
Keeping it 100.
Keeping it 100.
Draft Dr. Phil and the smartest
Keeping it 100.
Keeping it 100.
Keep it 100.
Keeping it 100.
Yeah, exactly.
Yo, what is good, TTNL family? It's Cherie, aka Lady Bear. It is Wednesday night, and y'all are in the right place. Y'all tuned in to the best bear show on the planet. Of course, we got our guy signed, so cut out all the nonsense of he wanted to own the team and all that crap. But of course, the guys are gonna get into that tonight with our girl Dionne Miller from ABC Chicago, who'll be joining us. So without further ado, I'm gonna bring in the guys that y'all really came to see. Mr. Shane, smartest man Marcel, and Draft Dr. Phil.
Yo.
Hi guys.
Sure, we didn't get the inside joke there.
What inside joke?
You didn't do anything.
Yeah, you did a little bit. What were we doing pre-show?
Whatever. Shut up.
I felt like Cherie was straight up from the South the way she was talking tonight.
Yeah,
Right? With that accent.
she was.
That
I guess
Southern
I'm
Maryland is wiping all over you now. You eating crab legs too now?
No. I don't like to work to eat my food, so.
That's why she has it delivered every Wednesday night about 10 p.m.
That Coconut Pete is probably delivering something to Cherie.
As long as Cherie's happy, I'm happy.
He could deliver me some food.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Wait till next week. He's got the safety latches to hold on to. Thomas.
just
Whatever. Say, stop it.
leave her alone.
Oh, she
He's
loves it.
He's in the building, Shane.
He's in?
All the rumors, all
Yeah.
the discord,
Yep.
all
And they
the
didn't even
drama.
have to sell 34% of the team to get him signed.
It's a night of celebration, bro.
Yeah. It is.
All of the freaking
Every one of
Justin
them.
Fields cult that still lives, Sheree.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Oh,
Yeah,
my
one of-
God.
Time to move on. Like, let it go.
One of our fans tweeted me. Actually, we should do an update there. We are not broadcasting currently on Twitter
I
because
know.
Mr. Musk has changed the broadcasting
Is that-
abilities. We can't stream to Twitter unless we have a premium account there. So we're either gonna not
We're gonna-
upgrade
We're
or
gonna upgrade.
Yeah, we'll
Like,
see.
What is it?
I don't know.
What does Rajneesh pay every month?
Nothing over $7. All right, Raj. Got the Kembe Mutombo. No.
What is it? $12 a month?
I don't know. I'd have to look at what premium is. Maybe somebody in the
Someone
in the chat has it.
knows. Somebody knows. But yeah, put the blue check mark on the TTNL brand. Let's go. Thank you.
We don't know who he is. Anthony. Well, hopefully somebody can tell us who this Caleb Williams character is. We'll try and figure it out.
I'm not smart.
Michael Reneau knows. Fields Acolytes. I like that better. Fields Acolytes are in shambles. They are. Cap texted me and you and Shane. Let's get ready, boys.
Buckle up. Yeah.
Buckle up.
Cap was out on the
Buckle up.
he was out on the boat enjoying a little lake time.
Does he put sunblock on his bald head?
No.
Got it.
No.
Oh, he doesn't?
No.
He puts a hat.
SPF 0 for our guy Cap.
Is he trying to... Where's our guy Hoodie? We got to have Hoodie back on the show.
He's probably getting ready to lose in the SEC championship again. To
here we go.
tie.
Bama college football is on.
I wish I was unemployed.
PS5s.
I wish I was unemployed. I told my son that.
I haven't even gotten to play it yet.
That game, oh yeah, it's fucking great. My son and my nephew are upstairs playing right now. I told you, I sent you a screenshot. I said, show this to Tate. He doesn't want
Tate's
any of
like
this smoke.
Devin and Tate are like 123 points
On All-American. I got to bump it up to Heisman, man. Tell you.
Jesus, was
Yeah.
that verse
That was
Riley?
that was
The
no
computer.
It's in my dynasty. Yeah.
Well, you were playing South Florida. Who was that?
Yeah. Yep. South Florida.
South Florida Bulls.
Yeah, it was more of a bloodbath when I played Notre Dame. Yeah, they
Then let me do what I hired to do.
That's what I told them. That's what I told
That's
them.
what you were doing in that game.
Yeah.
Anything you wanted to do.
Yeah, the best part about it, I was down 10-0 in that game.
Really?
Oh yeah.
I gotta play the game. I haven't gotten it.
Oh, you'll dig it.
They have it. I haven't
Who's gonna
gotten
be
to play it.
Who's gonna be your team? You gonna go with
I don't
Iowa?
know. I want to go with Iowa. But there's no fucking quarterback there.
Oh, should be used. You're a Bears fan. You should be used to that.
Well, yeah, I am spoiled now. We have Caleb. Now I need a quarterback at Iowa. When I would play Bill Walsh, I used Washington State with Drew Bledsoe.
Oh yeah, I used San Diego State with Marshall Faulk.
Yeah.
I was just talking to Ryan Cox about this last night. I think because we've been talking about doing a TTNL one that we're all in, and then
everyone puts their gamer tag in.
yeah, we'll kind of going through the logistics of that right now to see. It's actually a pretty big undertaking, but we have began to put the blueprint together for that, and probably I don't want to just take Alabama and mop Vargas's ass up all over the floor. I mean, that dude's got to he's got a lot of taxes to pay for here pretty soon, so he can build a fucking stadium right off of his front porch.
Premium
Apparently,
is
there's
$8
been,
a month, Shane.
For the premium, I think it's more than that.
Well, it says X Premium Basic is $3 a month. X Premium is $8 a month, and X Premium Plus is $16 a month.
Oh, I was
Okay.
expecting it to be like $40.
Yeah. So just the regular premium, does it give you the ability to live stream? Does it say?
It doesn't really say it in this. I
Yeah,
was
we'll
just
figure it
looking at the.
So back to what Shane was talking about. It won't happen. He will come back to us defeated.
Oh yeah.
I will be victorious. Yeah. So anyway, I definitely got to go ahead and buy it. Like Shane said, I wish I was unemployed, but the purchase will be made this weekend, so I'll be on this weekend.
Are you a Madden guy too?
I just kind of not as much in recent years.
Because if you can do the combo this year and buy them both at the same time, and they give you it's like $134 for both, so it's a pretty sweet deal.
I have to check it out.
Yeah, but the college football, for it to be gone for that long, 2014. I still have my 2014 with Denard Robinson on the cover from Michigan.
Yeah.
And my son and I mean, there's updated rosters on that. Still, people are still going, but yeah, college football 25 is legit. I know Sheree and her mother both play. Right, Sheree?
Unbelievable.
Mom, you might get my mom on them games because she gets addicted.
She likes the games.
Yeah.
Something. I said, "Oh, is this on?" Swore I hit
just so slick and skinny in a hole.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
I called the ass man. I mean Chris Zorich yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
And he's like, I'll call you back in 15 minutes. I'm doing something or son. Never heard from him, Shane.
He's
oh boy,
dusting off the Pouline Weed Eater Bowl title from 3 years ago.
Zorich currently on the college football 25 game, trying to get ready to join the league.
We could create them.
Yeah, we can create them.
We'll put them on UTEP.
Yeah.
Oh, he's only playing with his Golden Domers.
Oh yeah.
You know him.
We got a bigger strip.
You know, Zorich is only playing with those Golden Domers.
Oh yeah.
Sheree would play with Big Blue. Ivan, you're a Golden Domers guy too, right?
Yeah, but I'll play with Texas.
Texas?
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say San Antonio, my alma mater. So
they're on there, but you might want to take Michigan over them.
I mean, I definitely do.
I don't know. There's no Hofstra, though.
No.
I don't know.
You can go with UConn.
UConn.
They're coming to Syracuse this year. We got to get your dad to that game.
UConn. You don't want to go see UConn.
Well, bring him. Miami is here this year.
That would be a better game.
Start the dynasty with UConn.
Those Hurricanes
what
could
Tate
be a bunch
wants
of
to
middle
do.
linebackers, Philip.
Should have seen him out there coaching up these young kids at 84.
Yeah, I saw
in the 90-degree weather.
They didn't take it easy on old Coach O either. I'm like watching it. I'm like, Jesus Christ, let up a little bit, and they were
getting ready. Training camp coming up, Sheree.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
July 29th. Helmets are coming in a couple, I think, next week. This guy's birthday this weekend, Ivan.
Yeah.
Gonna be the big 51 this year.
Oh boy.
This Sunday.
And then he's going on vacation, so we gotta.
I'm going on a little mini vacation. I'll be back on Thursday.
Yep.
Okay.
He's coming back for my birthday next Thursday.
There
See
you
how
go.
he is. See how he is, Cherie.
I'll be there. You want to do the show on your birthday? I heard you're not busy.
Yeah, probably not going to be too busy, right? I'll probably be right here like I was last year. We'll get through it. This year's won't sting as much as last year's did. We'll just put it that way.
Yeah, so next week I won't be on the show, but there will be a show.
There will be, yes.
We'll make sure we have
a surprise
upgrade to our
surprise host.
Cherie's
gonna be so
surprise
excited.
Host.
Yeah.
Surprise host.
Surprise
Money,
the most.
Come wearing something, sexy.
Might be a former Bears running back.
Okay, so I do need to wear something sexy.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Brock Forsey will be hosting.
Could be Bragg, could be Thomas Jones,
could be
Big Steve Edwards.
Yeah, could be Cole Trickle from Days of Thunder.
Chris Zorich, maybe.
Could be Chris Zorich, yeah.
Could be Bullets.
It could be Angelo's mother. She ain't making meatloaf no more. She's got time.
No more meatloaf.
So man, I fucked up, but
it's not gonna be Claudio and it's not gonna be Jackal. They're both deported.
Damn.
Claudio's on his way to Italy. Jackal's in Portugal.
Yeah.
He didn't text us to make sure he's okay.
Hey, there you go. Yep, I like it.
There he is. Could be Zorich, right?
Mm-hmm.
Could be Zorich.
Definitely won't be Bullets.
Could it be Coach O?
Phil. Could you hear me?
Cavallo 84 coming in hot.
Oh.
Bang bang.
Oh.
Uh-oh. Look at Cavallo.
Did you guys do win-loss? Okay,
so
we're gonna give him back half of his total so he can rewrite this. No, we're kidding. Keeping it all. Win-loss predictions on the season. Have we done them yet? No, we haven't. We're gonna wait a little bit closer to the season. But we will.
Oh, this guy's paying $100 for
no. Guess what? We'll do this. Cavallo, hit me up on Twitter at Wazram.
Yes.
And you can come on that show for the entire show, the prediction show with us.
Am I mistaken? But did we not go through the schedule and give our
predictions? We kind of did a prediction.
Yeah.
Mock-ups. Yeah. I had 11 wins.
Mm-hmm.
The Bears.
Yeah.
I think Shane was in the 10.
I was
10, I think.
I think I was right with Shane somewhere. Yeah.
But
Cherie wanted to trade for Justin Fields, and she said 6 wins with Justin. He just needs a couple more years, right, Cherie?
Just a few. We just got to get some weapons around them, and
right.
Yeah. Haven't really given him a shot.
Right. Coaching,
So Cavallo, hit me up on Twitter, and we will get you on that. You can be our guest for that entire show. How's that?
Be our guest. Be our guest.
HL coming in with a 10-7.
There you go. Cavallo 84.
Bullets prediction still has 16 games, I bet. Right?
Scottish Bear has an update. Steve Edwards has done one. He has 11 wins with Phil on the Bears.
Mm-hmm.
So does Kevin Coppernull.
Coppernull
Sounds like a magician.
Oh, here's the first one.
There's
16 games. We play 17.
Play 17 corn. Is that Bullets?
11-5.
Ray. Gotta have one more, my boy Ray. Ray just hit a typo.
Mike Haas had 24-3. I'm not sure where he got that from. No, I'm kidding. 10-7. Alex H 11-6.
And he's got a wild card win.
Claudia's going to say 14-3. Cornfed is back. 12-5. Ivan can address this one.
Yeah, so there's going to be a couple times I'm going to be at training camp. I was actually kind enough to be offered a ticket by Sean Stewart. I know Sean's in the chat, so thank you, Sean. Next week, Friday, I will be there at training camp to, obviously watch.
Is that the first day of camp?
I believe it's the first day of them allowing fans in. So it's the first.
It's a week from this Friday, right?
Yes. Yes.
So there's a rumor going around, Ivan, and I'm not sure. It's, again, quote unquote rumor that a week from this Friday will also be the first day of pads.
Ooh.
So we have to go to training camp to give Chicago a Super Bowl chance.
Mm-hmm. That's gonna be exciting if that's the case. Like, I will be jacked for that day. But yeah, thanks to Sean for offering it up. And
we also have some breaking news, Shane. Breaking news, Sheree.
Breaking news. The tape never lies. Network breaking news.
I know I'm short, right?
We already knew that. But anyways, back to football.
Breaking news. We have a couple things. Rome Odunze is officially a Bear.
Yeah.
And so is our other first overall pick. Our first one since 1967, I believe. Caleb Williams has signed his deal. We're going to talk all about it with our guest coming up at the top of the hour. Dionne Miller of ESPN 1000 at ABC7 Chicago. Going to talk all about that and all about the Bears. But we also have breaking news that we have 3 tickets, Shane, to give away.
Oh my God! You hear my daughter going?
Training camp. I can't hear.
Actually, I can't hear.
Can't hear. We have 3 tickets to give away to training camp with Ivan and Ron G and Sean Stewart that same day. That's the first day that fans are allowed to go in. Ron G, our super producer, has 3 tickets, because I thought Ivan was one of the 3 and thought we were going to have only 2 tickets. But now we have 3 tickets to give away to training camp. Somehow we are going to give those away tonight. So if you all day, every day want to go to watch TTNL here, that's good. But want to go to camp, we'll be giving those away tonight to some lucky people. So if you want to go, be ready for some non-biased trivia, maybe some TTNL trivia. Be an epic night here on TTNL. Now, those of you wondering why we're not on X or Twitter, apparently Elon Musk has now made live streaming only available to premium accounts. So you have to pay to play. So there you go. We will be back, as I guess we're going to have to pay for the blue check mark, Sheree. We were avoiding that shit, but now we have to do it. So shout out to Sean Stewart, the good man. As Ryan Cox has scouted him, you are a good man, Charlie Brown. Sean Stewart, you are a good man. And you are not the father, Sean. You are not the father. So we have to play the game, Willie Pete, with Twitter. So we will pay the monthly fee to get our Twitter account back up and running on our live streams for BHL and keep it at 100 and any kind of pop-up show we do.
We might be better off just to post the link. We're not getting a lot of interaction from Twitter as far as live shows to even justify it. But if we just post the link,
a lot of people
to the live show. Yeah, it's not that. It's 98% of our viewership is via YouTube.
Hey,
but yeah, well,
you know what I think though? It might invoke that what I call the loser's clause, because people will see the blue check mark and be on a fence and like, who, I don't know that, but their blue check mark.
Yeah, but I think it's everybody's got it now.
It doesn't hold any weight anymore.
Yeah, it's
so
not.
Everybody has a blue check.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to be verified, I mean, Angelo could be verified.
Yeah, you know so it doesn't. The blue check mark doesn't hold any weight anymore.
Don't they have different like colors, like different color check marks?
I think the green check mark
There's
is like
different
real
colors.
Celebrities, right?
Right. They have like circles around some of them.
Yeah.
There's like different type of like, you know, I guess it reminds me of like those little prestige medallions and like Call of Duty or whatever, but it looks like one of those.
So maybe we have to like send it to the fans and let them kind of tell us, do we now need to get the premium pay for a blue check mark so we can live stream on X, or not pay for a blue check mark and say fuck X?
Yeah,
that's what maybe Dionne Miller will have an opinion on it. Maybe she can help
I'm not
guide
streaming
us.
on my X. That's for damn sure, right, Sherry? The studio is soundproof. She can't even hear me.
Studio is soundproof. We got a super chat. I see our amazing guest is in the green room enjoying what Shane and I sent over to her, the filet mignon.
Yeah.
Looks like she's enjoying the lobster tail. Yes.
You think she's a seafood fan? Is she going to give us a thumbs up? I have a feeling. Yeah.
Yes.
Good.
I know she is. You think we would have sent that over?
That's right.
Real quick, Kentucky Bears fan, $4.99. Thank you, Kentucky Bears fan. You think Angelo, Emery, or any of the Bears GMs of the past would have caved to the fans and stuck with Justin if they were in the same position as Poles? I say, oh my God, yes.
Angelo's right-hand man, Greg Gabriel, who is all over Twitter.
Is he backpedaling like Deion Sanders?
I don't know. He blocked me after the cap. After we were on, we had Cap on tonight. He blocked
you and Cap that night.
Blocked me and Cap. Yeah.
Yes.
But no,
Cap.
Yeah. Oh, the trifecta got
blocked.
blocked.
The Bears didn't believe in good quarterbacks back then. They would have traded down and
taken
tried to accumulate assets. Yeah. They would have drafted a middle linebacker and an offensive guard because that's the Chicago Bear way back then. I mean, again, think about where we've come from at one point. And Kyle Long, I love Kyle Long. Love the guy. Loved his talent. But we had an offensive guard as the face of our franchise at one point. An offensive guard. Think about that.
Who should have been a tackle.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Dionne Miller actually had a great interview with him back in the day. So anyway, let's not keep her waiting. She's done. The napkins are out. We're ready to. Let's bring her out the way we know how, the TTNL way. I had to put this together today, so I apologize to the voice of TTNL. We didn't have enough time, but we do bring it every time for our girl. We missed her. She's back.
She's back.
Better than ever. You know her from ESPN 1000 and ABC7 Chicago.
With Dionne Miller.
She's known around the world for her appearance, in the show's opener every week, stating the truth.
You guys know the tape never lies.
We can always count on this woman to brighten up the TTNL studios. So we made the call, and we're bringing her home. TTNL fans, this lady found the whys. She uncovered them, just like most of us did, and she didn't need to collaborate.
No, I understand it. Did you happen to watch a Colts game yesterday?
Bears fans, get up out your seats and let's give a proper TTNL welcome to ESPN and ABC7 Chicago's very own Dionne Miller.
This will come eventually if you get the driver. Okay, first of all, how many hairstyles did I have in that open? Like,
You just
seriously,
keep bringing it.
what is going on? Oh, that was amazing. Thank you so much. I have missed you guys. It's good to see you.
So, Dionne, we have to start this off with the most important question of the offseason
Okay.
so far. Peggy Kaczynski dropped a bomb about your name on ESPN radio, and Sylvie almost had a complete meltdown live on air. So we need you to address that, because everybody says your name wrong.
Everybody says my name wrong. I'm not. I don't even like. Sometimes I even say it wrong. It
Yeah.
is Dionne, not Dionne. But
right.
it's whatever. Like, I don't even think about it. But Sylvie had a really hard time. He's like, "How have you not corrected me in like a dozen years of friendship?" I never said, you're saying it wrong. I blame my mother, right? Like, she should have put an accent there, made it a little bit more, I don't know, just made it easier for people to understand how to pronounce it. Do you know that sometimes people look at my name and they call me Donnie? I get that more than anything. And I'm like, that's not even close.
Yeah,
like
I
D-I-O.
I could see
I have
that.
people in my family that I've been Sean my entire life. Instead of Shane. Yeah,
Like,
even people in my family, they're like, I just let it go at this point.
Right. That's how I felt. I was like, whatever. They know me. It's fine. It's fine.
Dionne. That's
Yes.
how it
There
is.
we go. Look at you.
Oh, I'm
Phil.
gonna say it from now on like that.
Rush.
Yeah,
I didn't
TTNL
know.
will do it. We'll do it right.
I appreciate it.
We'll have to
No
go
big deal.
back and fix all of the.
I was
All
laughing.
the
Up.
open.
Peggy's like, that's really not her name. And Sylvie was like, what?
What? I know. Too funny. Oh my gosh. Yes, the topic of the off season. Please let the off season be over. I'm ready. I'm ready. Let's roll.
Yeah.
Let's roll.
You are ready. You were up front and close and personal through the Civil War, where Phil, Shane, and David Kaplan led one side. And it seemed like a whole universe of X led another side, but obviously Phil, Shane, Cap, you didn't throw your hat in the ring because you're a professional, but you kind of knew where the Bears were going. But it started off with this with Courtney as well. I don't know that I've ever seen anything so divided and divisive with the fans like it was prior leading up to the draft and free agency with Justin Fields versus Caleb Williams. Have you ever experienced that?
It was so interesting to me. Even last season, guys, when he would show one flash of greatness and social media would take off with, he is him, he's the guy. And it felt like more people got on board with that, thinking we're not giving him enough time. He had plenty of opportunity to prove that he was the guy. And I think what I noticed more in reviewing the way that he played was that he was so worried about what he was thinking too much. And maybe that is partly to the Bears to blame, because they did make changes offensive coordinator wise, and he was learning new systems. And maybe part of that is their fault. But if he's got the talent that he can do whatever is needed to be done at the highest level, that shouldn't have bothered him beyond a couple of weeks. Right. And it felt like that group that saw him show those flashes, they were so enamored with what he was doing that they couldn't see the reality of what was really going on. He wasn't able to be the quarterback that they needed. But it was interesting. I remember last winter on the radio, someone asked me, like, where do you think Justin Fields is going to be quarterback next year? And I honestly said with the Bears, but only because that's their track record.
Yeah.
We've never seen them make that decision where they've said, no, we're going to go in a completely different direction. And that's why I trust Ryan Poles more than I feel like I have any other GM, because I feel like he chose a path and said, this is what we're doing, emotions aside. And I respect it.
Yeah, it just the whole process to me, Dionne, and you've been doing this a long time, and Phil and I have been Bears fans before we even got into this. So we all know, like you said, we know what this organization does, but this entire process, and I keep on saying it, is un-Chicago Bear-like.
It is.
Everything. And it's just, even it seems like all of the questions that came up with Caleb and literally everything along the way has been shot down, but it feels like the Bears front office, the Bears organization would have collapsed to those and just assumed that they were all true and said, all right, you know what we're going to do? I mean, Greg Gabriel talked about it. We're going to, trade down, take the haul, and go with the next best. And Ryan Poles never wavered. And, we broke it all down here because, like, we're based on tape analysis. And it was always easy to see that the talent was there.
Yeah.
You just had to get the questions off the field. But one after another, I said, this kid has put up with so much bullshit that's been untrue along the way. And he hasn't asked for the TVs to be shut off in Hallis Hall. He hasn't been a mope up at the podium giving one word very short.
Yes.
Talking like a robot. He's inclusive. He's happy. He's joking with you guys. And even with Flus, like I said, about it was the Jason Leisure, do you have anything up your sleeve? And he's like, I don't know, what's up yours? It seemed like to me after that, Flus changed. He wasn't on edge as much. He just seemed like everything settled in, and everything seems different about the Chicago Bears. How do you see it yourself?
Oh, 100%. Here's what I will say about Caleb Williams. You're right. He had criticism and judgment thrown at him for years. This is not like just since he was becoming a pro and the number 1 overall pick. I've never been around someone at 22 years old who is so self-assured, and not in a cocky way, just knows who he is, doesn't care if you don't like it. He's going to be himself. The things that I like, but he's that way with football too, right? Like, he makes mistakes in practice and he's on the sideline immediately talking with an O-lineman, a veteran quarterback, a coach, like, what went wrong? What's this? Pointing at things, talking things through. Like, I've not seen quarterbacks do that. We've seen Justin Fields hang his head after a mistake, and then he's rattled. Then he's not the same guy. And I just don't see that from Caleb. Nothing seems to faze him. Nothing. He seems so ready for it. Maybe that is because of the way these kids, quote unquote kids, have grown up on social media. They've grown up with money. They've had like all those things that you usually get when you become a pro. They've already had that stuff. Maybe this is a byproduct. I always worried about how's it going to look when someone who already has millions of dollars comes into a locker room with older veteran millionaires. Like, how is that going to mesh? And I just feel like maybe Caleb is that special kind of guy, but there's been no issue. Like, he knows when to talk. He knows when to be a leader. He knows when to respect what others have done before him. And it just makes it feel different around him. I agree though. Like, when Ryan Poles walks around, it's a different swagger that he has. And not because he thinks he's perfect or he's not made any mistakes, but because he's owning what he's doing. He knows the direction he's going in. And right now you look at that roster and how starkly different it is just in 2 years, how much the decisions that he's made. And he knows that trade for DJ Moore and the number 1 pick, like, we didn't know that was going to be number 1 again. He didn't know. So that, like, just those little decisions that he made that turned out to be major and set the team up for success, he should have a lot of confidence and trust that and continue to do the work. He will also be the first to admit they're not a complete team yet. And that's another thing. We don't need somebody to say, like, oh, they're ready to win. No, we're still going to have some bumps along the way, and there's going to be a learning curve. And it may take till after the bye week for Caleb to feel like he's hitting his stride. If it's not, that's awesome. But I just feel like the direction is different and the vibe is different and the energy. I want to be around this team. You want to be around these personalities. And I think fans want to be closer to them too, because it is different. And I love it. I think it's time for something like that. We've been hungry for it. Now, hopefully it translates into success on the field. that will make everybody feel a lot better. But just getting to know these guys and the way they're meshing together, it's fun. It's fun. It's supposed to be fun. It's not supposed to be frustrating. It's supposed to be fun.
Speaking of fun, Shane mentioned it. I'll dig into it with you. You've been at the forefront of several coaches here. You and I have talked off the air privately about it in the past. Here, Eberflus, you know, you talk about kind of a personality transformation. As Shane pointed out, he had that back and forth with Courtney Cronin. Me and her would, I was like, is this for real?
About the Bengals.
About the Bengals.
Yeah,
he's like, great. Listen, I loved it. The better, the more transparent a coach and confident a coach, the better the team. I've always believed that. You're up there asking the tough questions and you've done an outstanding job doing it, Dionne. What do you see in regards to this transformation? Is this a guy that was learning to be a head coach and now kind of, hey, I had some distractions there, now I feel good? Or was he uncomfortable with Justin and now the direction he feels good? What has been the course of this transformation for you?
I have to be honest, when he was hired and he sat in that press conference and talked about his HITS principle, I was like, oh my gosh, he's a combination of Mark Trestman and Matt Nagy, and we found the combo. And now it's going to be more of the same. Like, I honestly thought that. And it is remarkable to me how much those players love him. And I think that is because he is so genuine. And I think he even was, as he was finding his footing in his first year and like figuring stuff out, I think he was himself. But I think he's also grown in understanding of what it takes to be a head coach. I think there is part of that learning that has to come with that because he knows defense so well, but then managing everything is hard. And obviously some of the coaches that he brought on have been escorted out of the building. That's not exactly something easy to deal with. Right. And he's navigated that, but he's not shied away from the fact that he's like, it's on me. Like and I think he's got a good handle on who these personalities are because he cares about who they are as people. And then they consequently care about him and then they care about each other. It starts with him setting that tone and the way he interacts with them. I mean, you guys remember some of those club dub victories in Nagy's last year just felt disingenuous, right? Yeah. Like he's doing this rah in the locker room and you're like, ew, like that doesn't even feel natural for you to be
wins.
I know, it was like, okay, stop. Like it's not fun anymore. And I mean, Eberflus isn't like that. I think that he's able to laugh at himself. They're able to have fun together. He goes out of his way to make sure these guys are comfortable coming to his home and being around his family and being around their family. And he makes it about more than just football. I think they appreciate that. It's been impressive for me to see. And I like that he's got a defense that has swagger, that has talent, that has like he's able to do what he does well and then also be the head coach and in that role. And I think that's wonderful. I think there's a lot of pressure on Shane Waldron this year more than anything. Yeah. And how Eberflus balances him is going to be interesting because Waldron is arguably the most important person in that building, I would say.
Dionne, in your like day-to-day in dealing with the Bears since Kevin Warren has taken over, has there been anything that's a lot different, than it was under Ted's reign, for the positive? Because, we've heard a lot about Kevin Warren and quite honestly, I don't want to say that I've been critical, but I'm like, to me, it seems like he really loves to be front and center and in front of the camera and, we're going to give tickets to the window guy. Let's make sure you got your phone going, things like that. But you get to the point of, hearing about the stadium and you're hearing all of these grand things and we're kind of stuck in place with a lot of it. The little things like on the day-to-day with you at Hallis Hall and with the way that you guys are handled, have you noticed anything different that way?
Not a ton, honestly. I mean, I've seen Kevin Warren more. I think we see him more. I agree. I think he likes being in that spotlight, but I also think he wants to prove that he's working on something. And he's made a huge ask of our city, of our state. Yeah. He's put a lot out there that I think he feels like he has to be in the forefront, making sure people are aware that he's still working on this. He's not giving up. And I think that's important to him. I think the optics are really important to him. Like how he is presented in the community matters to him, and representing the team matters a lot. I will say this, like I spoke to Jennifer King a couple of weeks ago, or back in OTAs or whatever. And she said when she came on, she was talking to all these people. She's like, wow, everyone was so nice. And she's like, I didn't think it was real. And then 4 months later, I was like, wow, they're actually like that. Like that's how people are. Yeah. So I do think it's part of the culture that they're building around there. And Kevin Warren is part of that. Whether he has some quirks that he really likes the spotlight more than others, then whatever, that's his thing. Yeah. But if he gets it done, if he gets the job done, and they are moving in the right direction when it comes to catching up with the rest of the league stadium wise, and he lets Ryan Poles do what he does best and doesn't try to mingle with or intermix with that stuff, then I think that's okay, that he has his quirks that may not rub everybody the right way. But if he's got the team going in a direction they haven't gone before and everybody's feeling that vibe, I think that's a good thing. I don't think media-wise we've noticed much different. We've had talks with him. We've talked about wanting more access, like recognizing that we are the bridge to bring fans closer to their favorite team.
Absolutely.
And that's important. But also it's a new age, right? The players don't need us to break news. They do it themselves on social media, or maybe they're paying to be verified on X or whatever. But they're able to like bring the fan as close as they want to. So it is different. It's a different world for media in that realm. But I still think there's a way and there's a value to having the media involved and not letting the Bears just put whatever news they want out. And that's still something, I guess, that every team is trying to navigate. So not in that regard, I don't find it very, very different yet.
Speaking of opening up to the fans, Hard Knocks hits Chicago in a way. I've been begging for this since Hard Knocks began because of the antiquities clause that I called the Bears, but now we have kind of a new era of Bears, as you're talking about Kevin Warren, and this coincides with pushing kind of George's fears aside. I've been with the Bears traveling, so I kind of saw how they were, and it was pretty annoying and obnoxious, kind of the way they run and open themselves up for the fans. Hard Knocks is a big step. Are you excited about this? And is that kind of the access that you were hoping you guys would get?
Of course, I would love that kind of access. I know they would never give it to us. I'm anxious to see what all they are able to capture, right? Because the Bears are such a closed franchise. It feels like they're private with that stuff. A lot of the behind the scenes things, they release it here and there through their own production companies, but they're controlling the message. They want to control the message so much. Exactly. And so you wonder if it will be different, because Hard Knocks is their, I mean, that's their job, right? That's what they're there to do, is to have access that nobody else has. So I'm interested. I'm anxious to see. It is time. It's time for us to see that. I do think we're going to see a lot of Kevin Warren. I do. I'm trying to think like who else would be like real.
You're the director.
Somebody asked Khalil Herbert who.
Yeah.
Did you see that? And he mentioned Kari Posingame.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he's a good personality.
So he said that there was going to be a lot with him, and I've heard
Kari.
I heard that
he is talkative.
DJ Moore's daughter is going to be involved.
Would that be surprising to anyone? No, not at all. Like, that girl was born to be on camera. I think Tevin Jenkins is someone that I've heard will have.
That would be great.
He's a great personality. He's a new dad. He's in a contract year. A couple years ago, he wondered if he'd be cut on cut day, and now he's like become a reliable person on that offensive line. I find that story remarkable. So I think that's really interesting. We know Jalen Johnson is loud and he can have a big presence. Jaquan Brisker could have a big presence. Kyler Gordon. Like, I don't know how they'll feel about cameras in their faces all the time, but I do think some of those guys that we've seen flashes of that person, some of them will really shine in those moments. And I want to see that. It's the interactions that we don't get, like that off the field stuff that makes the on the field better, that we don't always get access to. That's what I want to see. I want to see how they become a team, how they all come together and become a real team. I want to see that. DeMarcus Walker will be everywhere too, because he's just loud and I love it, every minute of it.
Do they have to follow Caleb though?
Oh, everywhere. You would think,
right?
Yes,
he has to be. If I was to be choosing, I think Caleb.
Don't you think that Caleb and Rome are going to kind of be attached
well, that's why that whole thing. The contracts were signed.
What the opening episode is going to be of them sitting down and signing their contracts. Well, first Rome, and then another day it'll be Caleb, I guess. Like how ridiculous.
This is Larry Mayer. Welcome to Hard Knocks, Chicago Bears. That's how it's
going. Oh my gosh! If Larry gets more FaceTime,
do you have your outfit picked out for the first day for the Hard Knocks cameras, Dionne?
No, I didn't even think about it until
you
right
have to
this
wear
second.
some TTNL swag. That would be awesome.
You're right. I'm surprised they're not making us
Keep it 100.
Coach. Yeah, right. Wear ESPN Home of the Bears gear or something like that. They want us all to say that before we go on. No, I'm just kidding. I haven't even thought about my outfit. I don't think I'll be on at all. So I'm like, whatever.
I hear your voice in the open. I'm serious. There's going to be a clip of. We could take a bet, Shane. There's definitely going to be a clip of Courtney.
1,000%.
Probably talking about Justin Fields.
Courtney might be narrating it in a few years. She's doing everything.
She's doing everything. I would not put it past her. That girl's phenomenal. Oh my gosh.
I could see Dionne in there asking a question to Coach Flus to start, like when it was back at the combine.
Don't you have a feeling some Hard Knocks people went to Australia to talk to Tory Taylor's family?
Oh, 100%.
I feel like that's going to be a part of it too, because he was talking about not being able to see his family for a long time. And that's got to be a part of it.
I want to talk to him more.
Yes.
I just find so interesting.
27-year-old rookie punter. That's crazy.
It's insane. Yeah. And he's
a weapon.
He is. He actually is.
Dionne, I said on this airwaves live.
Said her name wrong, by the way.
Dionne. On these airwaves live. For Jonathan Hood, I'll say it right now. I was like, we need to come away with the punter with our last pick. That's what I wanted. Everyone was like, you're crazy. I go, no, he's a weapon. And they did it. And Shane and I were going nuts because I got all three of my guys. The kid from Yale.
Yeah.
From Yale, he's in our backyard.
No doubt.
I'm going to call Coach Philippone.
They put him on the NFI today.
They did put him on the NFI. Yeah, but I mean, I figured that might happen. He was working so hard just to get notes before the draft.
This is what I got confused with. There's the PUP. And then NFL is not, or the NFI is non-football injury.
Right. So
did he get hurt away from?
No, it said that he was just still recovering from that quad injury, and then they can activate him anytime between report day and the season. So different than PUP, because that's a specific amount of time they have to stay on that, right?
Well, if they start camp on it,
right,
that you can pull them off of it at any point. Okay. But then if they go on it into 6 weeks, they got to sit out or something like that.
Yeah. I don't know all the nuance of it, but I was just pleased that he could come off of it because I know he's dying to play for his hometown team. My goodness.
Yeah, this is the thing that I think you guys need. Kevin Warren and maybe Hard Knocks breaks the ice, so to speak. But back in the day, Shane and I have told the audience many times, living away from Chicago like we did, we didn't really have the internet or these instantaneous updates on football. So what we had was the Bear Report. We read it front to back, but every time, I always read Dan Pompei first. And then I love the article of the undrafted free agent that they signed, and they would spotlight some
That's awesome.
Unknown player, right? That should be like you're talking about Tory Taylor. Not that he's unknown, but let's face it, not everybody's looking up the punter until he shanks it or something. With you being able to have access to Tory Taylor or this undrafted running back from Howard, what's his story? That needs to happen for you and the people like you that are covering the Chicago Bears. I hope Kevin Warren gives you guys that kind of access. I forget how you worded it, but you worded it perfectly. This guarded, antique thought process of hiding this team.
Right.
It's so old. Like
It is.
can't do
It's antiquated. I don't know why they think that they need to. I mean, especially because they do have personalities now. Like I was far too young to know the 85 Bears or how that they were covered, but maybe those guys were larger than life, right? Like all of them, they all had such a unique personality, and they were their own entity. Each single person was, you had to talk to them. It wasn't like a group. It was like you had to talk to these so many different guys, and you wonder if they felt like it got out of control or something. Like what made them so paranoid about letting anybody see behind the curtain? I don't understand that. I'll never understand that. But I agree with you. The stories of those guys that aren't the main characters are what make a team. That's what makes,
especially football.
I want that, of course, and I want that access. I want to get to know those guys. I've often said, like, I want to sit with the ones that don't play that much on Sunday just to see from their perspective, what is their week of practice like, and how are they helping the team through scout or whatever they're doing. I just think those
such a great idea.
Amazing. Yeah, I like those stories a lot.
I think the Tyson Bagent story of his off season with all of the hype, you know, it was all about quarterback. And you think about Tyson Bagent, who, again, if you watch TTNL heading into the draft last year, we talked about him. And I think that's fascinating. But you talk about the Bears being antiquated. I think this might be one of Caleb's biggest things that he changes. You know, you're talking about, I'm not talking about stats. I'm talking about changes this organization.
Yeah.
Because he's
a great point.
You know, it's the painting the fingernails. And like you said, Dionne, he does his thing, and not everybody agrees with it. Not everybody likes it. He was talking to Channing Crowder in that interview, and he's like, man, I don't dig the painting of the nails. And Caleb's like, that's fine. That's
Exactly.
That's you, man. I'm going to paint my nails. And now you see the kid from Duke that got drafted in the NBA. He's got a deal with getting his nails done, and it's one of those things that's going to be a bigger and bigger part of it. But I honestly feel like him being the number one, he's clearly the face of the franchise, unlike anything that the Bears have. We have a face of the franchise at quarterback, a guy that probably 20
likes it too.
26 out of
that's the difference.
26 other teams would have drafted number one overall.
Correct. Shane, you nailed it. I think he is, if they're willing to allow him to, he will change it. I feel like, you know, at the end of the press conferences or whenever the media people deem at the end, they're like, one more question. I feel like Caleb's going to be the first guy to look over and be like, no.
Good. Yeah.
Let's go. Like, I just don't think he wants to cut it off. I think he wants that. I think he feels like he has an obligation to fulfill that role as the starting quarterback. I don't think he's afraid of people asking him questions. He's not afraid to answer them. Even if he doesn't like the question, he's not afraid to answer it. He's just different in that regard. And also, like, if we didn't have Caleb, we'd be saying these same things about Rome Odunze. The same thing.
Exactly.
Incredible, so talented, owns who he is, like not afraid to answer questions. I think we'd be more enamored with him than we already are.
Yeah.
I want to go right there, stay there, because we talked about this, especially Shane and myself. In my time, my lifetime, coaching football, playing and watching and studying the Chicago Bears the way I did and have always done, I've never seen the GM or the franchise put a priority on football players, good integrity and love of the game. They said these things, but then later came out, oh, he didn't love the game. We messed up. We drafted this guy because it's Ryan Poles deserves so much credit. Like, he deserves, and I was very critical of him in regards to some of the things that he was doing at the time, but looking at it now, oh boy, did he make the right move and get another ticket in the lottery to get Caleb Williams, and he won. That was brilliant. He waited. And then to get Rome Odunze and Caleb together, they're two favorite players in the draft.
Yeah,
it's very clear That's how their board was. Caleb's 1,
Sounds like
Rome is
1 and
2.
2. Yeah.
Yeah. They get them both. He's getting nervous. I'm like him, and Shane was like Ian Cunningham telling me, calm down, big fella. We're gonna get him. The Giants are critical here. He was getting nervous, but he did it. And there's this other piece, Dionne.
Look at you.
The relationship to the franchise. They love getting these guys that understand or have a fandom of the Chicago Bears.
They love it. Yes.
That hasn't happened before.
I couldn't agree more. Even so, Karan Amagaji's agent had talked to me about, and he's like, oh, if he hadn't had this injury, people think he'd have gone here or whatever. And I was like, there's no way the Bears would pick him. And then as I got to talking about like his past and him loving the team, and I'm like, oh my gosh, they're going to draft this kid. Like you just know they love that. They love that connection, because then it matters to them. It matters to these kids who are coming. I call them kids because I can't.
They are kids.
They are kids. It really makes me feel
my
old.
birthday this weekend. I'll be 51. So yes.
Stop, really? Happy birthday to you.
Yes.
And Shane, yours is next week?
Yes.
Mine, the 25th.
The 25th. Yep. My husband is the 24th. Look at all you guys.
We're all together.
Anyway, but they are kids. They are kids. But when they love the Bears and they want to play for them, I mean, Cole Kmet is like
exactly
a Disney movie, for crying out loud. It's insane, So I agree. They love that. They love the connection and the fact that Rome grew up as a Devin Hester fan, and like all those little ties, I think, make it even more special. And when it does matter to them, obviously anywhere they get drafted, it's going to matter to them. But when you have like that childhood connection, or you were enamored by that uniform, it's just something extra. Exactly.
It is. Real quick, one other thing to that, like my uncle Sam Bertigliano, obviously, is head coach of the Cleveland Browns. He said there's a 10% clause in coaching. Every kid that gets to the NFL is talented. It's the coach squeezing that extra 10% out of them that creates championships. If you can get them to love the game, if they love the game, it makes your job easy.
Mm-hmm.
Rome Odunze, Caleb Williams love football.
Mm-hmm.
So there's no Jay Cutler body language. God created a quarterback right there. Jay didn't love the game.
Mm-hmm.
He liked the check. He didn't want the press. He didn't want to deal with the shit.
Right.
He didn't want to deal with throwing 3 picks and having the answer for it.
Exactly.
There's a different. He's right. You find those guys that love the game. You are going to win. Ryan Poles is doing this in front of our eyes. Tevin Jenkins looks like, remember that show, The Swan? When they came in, they were all beat up. Teeth were all crooked.
Yes.
3 weeks go by. They look like a glamour model. That's what's going on with Tevin Jenkins to me. He's now leadership committee leader. What?
It's insane. I know. It's insane. He's got a big voice in that room. And I I do want to say though, like as excited as I am, I recognize that they are not a complete team yet. Like they still have needs, guys. Like there's going to be some, they just do. They need help on the defensive front. That offensive line scares me sometimes. Like just look at their one bad injury from being real bad, right? And then how does that impact Caleb if he's under attack or duress every time he snaps the ball? And what is he gonna? So there's there's a lot of unknowns there. But that's why I'm ready to get to camp, right? Like I want to see what the depth looks like. I want to see what last minute changes are made to set them up for success. I want to get there. I'm like ready to see what that looks like on the field.
Do they give you tickets? Are you allowed to go there? Because fans aren't.
It's insane. That's insane. I hate that.
Shane and I.
Did you guys get tickets? Are you coming?
No,
we're
not coming. But we do have tickets to give away tonight. We had 3.
Oh, awesome!
Give away. But Shane, you could speak on this better than me because you eloquently talked about. I want to make sure you talk to Dionne about how the Bears handled it.
I'm sure you probably heard about it. They advertised that the training camp tickets were going on sale, but it's through Ticketmaster. Well, the way that works is then all the other ticket brokers, they gobble up all the spots. And so there was people that had articles and tweets, and when they started out, they were like 434 in line, and then refreshed, they went to 121. One guy got up to number 6, and then it says all the tickets are gone, and this is within 6 minutes.
Of course.
Everything's gone, and then you go to StubHub.
Oh, don't even.
And all of these other places.
Yeah,
$300-$400 for a training camp ticket.
Get out of my face. Get out of my face. I mean,
this is what's going on.
That makes me so mad. There has to be a better way.
And this irritates me. Like I said, I'm in New York, Phil's in Connecticut, so it's not easy for us just to, go on a whim and get there. And you know how it is. We have young kids and families and stuff too, but no Family Fest this year. That really shocked me under the circumstances. With this may be some little kids only shot to see Caleb Williams and Roman Odunze and all of these guys, and Torrey Taylor, all of these guys that we're talking about. Is that a question that has been answered at all of why?
No, I mean, I understand the space, like the capacity safety wise at Hallis Hall is so different than in Bourbonnais, and that's what
they've done Family Fest at Soldier
Field,
though.
My curiosity about Family Fest was because of the stadium talks. If maybe there was the Park District decided to flex some sort of muscle in this moment. I don't know if that's true. I don't know that anybody's into that.
It might be your TTNL question. It might be your TTNL question for them.
I mean, right. Like what happened there? Why no Family Fest? Yeah.
Is it because of the Houston Texans Hall of Fame game that they have that extra game and they're going to say, hey,
we're already coming back early and we've got maxed it out. I mean, it could be, but
such a ball drop.
Oh, it's
taking a lot away from the fans. I feel like
so much, because so many more fans can come to that with their kids on a beautiful summer day, and the Bears are guaranteed to win, right? Like it's going to be a great day for everybody. Like it's
a family fun.
That's right. It's just a fun day, and I don't know why they wouldn't do that again this.
I just seemed like it. I kind of thought of the Park District thing. Maybe they did, but I mean, so have it at Northwestern or so, something.
Right. Something. Do something.
It's not like they don't have a connection to Northwestern with Pat Ryan and whatever. It just seems like a big drop of the ball, and it seems like a big FU to the fans that are getting screwed over.
I hope a lot of fans said something. I know I had several people who were like, 6 minutes, I missed out on training camp tickets. Can you help? And they don't have any. I mean, it's maxed out, and only having nine dates is hard. I mean, again, that's what I loved about Bourbonnais. There would be days where like they'd start real early and there'd just be a few fans, and then by the end they'd fill in. I just liked that there was access. There was a little bit more access. And like you guys said, for a lot of young kids, that's it. They can't afford to go to a game. They can't, that isn't realistic. And this was their moment. And for people to be selling them, I just stop it. Like full stop. Those were free.
It's almost like COVID with the toilet paper all over again. Like, what are we doing here?
What are we doing here? Exactly.
So, and I want to piggyback. I said this on the last show that we did with Zach Pearson from Bear Report. I'm like, I remember, growing up as a kid, my father bringing me to New York Jets training camp. And you're there, and all the fans, and you're 10 feet away from these NFL players, and little kids with families are getting autographs, and it's just a embrace of fandom and the NFL and football on a level that just can't be duplicated. The settling at Hallis Hall and the secretiveness, the grabbing of somebody's phone for taking video, this is disgraceful in my opinion, and we're going backwards here. And I was hoping Kevin Warren would turn that around, get that Ted Phillips vibe the frig out of here, and open this up. But now this Ticketmaster,
it's
shutting down the Family Fest. And Anthony Gordon pointed out in 2018 the Bears played in the Hall of Fame game, still had Family Fest.
Yeah, you're right.
So I think it's a huge. You're taking like 3 steps forward. I got Paul Abdul better come out and sing the national anthem here. 'Cause we're taking
like I just looked on eBay. There's Giants and Lions joint practice tickets for their joint practice in their training camp. $15.
There you go. And here's the Bears.
It's outrageous. I was hoping too that would change. I mean, even for us in the media, we used to be able to film every second of training camp practices, every second, and we would stockpile video that we could use throughout the year. Not anymore. The fans are sitting right there, but we can't roll our cameras. And you're like, what? Like we are over. You were worried about the wrong things. Okay,
but it's even the fans, Dionne. I mean, that we've had people in the stands and Bears officials go up into the stands and demand their phone.
That's insane.
That's crazy.
Outrageous. We're worried about the wrong things.
Greg Bragg's clause. That's where that
all this Greg Bragg's clause.
It
all started.
Yeah, you're exactly right.
Ridiculous, though. You're in shorts and shoulder pads. The Cincinnati Bengals, the Texans, the Patriots. Nobody cares.
They don't win enough games to have any right to do that to people. I'm sorry.
The Vikings and the Patriots live stream their camp for the fans that can't be there.
It's insane.
And the Patriots. I mean,
the Patriots, right?
6 Super Bowls, and the Bears can't. We made the playoffs twice since 2011.
I know.
Crazy.
I know. Worried about the wrong things. Maybe that will change. Maybe we can rely on Caleb to help change that too.
Yeah.
No pressure, kid. Do it all, please. Oh my God.
Michael Jackson song, Make That Change, going on in my head with Caleb having to lead the way. It is so disheartening.
It's disheartening.
That's your team. Been my team since I was in third grade. And they're still holding these antiquated practices.
Yeah.
McCaskies have to let go of this corporate mentality, that culture, as DG was pointing out, DG Daniels. He's right. This corporate, I was there. I don't know if I ever told you the story.
You gotta share this.
You came
she's
over,
Jim. She's got to know Marge. She's got to know Marge.
Yeah, me and Jim Larison, who you went to his house. Beautiful house.
Beautiful house, yeah.
We're going with the Chicago Bears, travel with them to Dallas. So I'm going on the plane with them. We pull up to Hallis Hall early in the morning, the day that we're going to leave, and there's a, quote, VIP meet and greet up in this meeting room. I forget what it was, the Hallis meeting room, something like that.
Okay.
We go up there. There's another couple who paid a fortune to experience this trip.
Well, let's just say it. Just to
go ahead,
have the mic drop. It's in the 6 figures.
Wow.
Yes.
For this experience.
For this experience.
And you wait until you hear the rest of this, Dionne. This is how bad it is.
Well, I'll just tell this story because we're up there and we get to we have to be there at a certain time because there's a, what do you call it, Shane? The itinerary. It's literally sent to us. You got to be here at this time, blah, blah, blah. So we get there, we get escorted up there. They had to do background checks, obviously, all that. We go up, we're sitting there. Jim was afraid when they did background check, they wouldn't let me come in because we're sitting there though. And the TV in the room, it starts there. Oh, let me put on the TV. Marge Ham is leading this commission, and Marge is trying to put on, she can't put on the TV. I've put on the TV, right? It has one channel. It's only soccer. I go, I love football. This the Mecca, right?
Right.
Alice built the NFL. We can only watch soccer. So it starts there. Then the VIP, there was no VIP meet and greet. These people are sitting there wondering, no one comes. So now we're sitting in this room. Oh, they're taking practice outside. They're walking through, Dionne, special teams outside.
Dionne.
Dionne. And then they have blinds. So the guy, one of the guests, Don, gets up to go look out the window to watch his team.
Yeah. Yes.
6 figures. And opens the door. No, you can't look out that window. I go, what? I kid you
Mind
not.
you, they're leaving for Dallas that day. So it's not a regular practice. It's a
What
walk.
year was this?
This
2
was
years ago.
2 years ago when we went to Dallas. So
Oh
they
my
wouldn't
God.
let us look out
Couldn't
these
even open the window.
blinds. They were blind. What do you call those things?
Yeah,
You
like
turn 'em,
blinds. Yeah, couldn't even let you
they
look
come
out.
up. Yeah, we couldn't look out. You can't watch. I go, do you think this is what I said to her. Do you think we are going to tell the Cowboys what's going on out there? He just wants to, I'm defending these guys. He just wants to see his team.
Oh my God.
In fact, I told her, I go, we should all be out on the field with them, watching it. Obviously from afar, but just I couldn't believe it. That's the Bears.
No.
That's the McCaskey, Ted Phillips Bear. I can go on for.
You got to tell the Ted part.
Oh my God!
On the bus.
Jim tells it better than me. So we go through the whole thing. You know how it is when you travel with the team, or you got to go through TSA, and the dogs are there, and your bags. I went right by Courtney's desk. I went right by. I was gonna leave or something. I was like, hey, whatever, and we're going out. I'm just have my personality is my personality. I'm not going to change for these people.
Right.
So I'm joking around with the TSA. We get on the bus. The bags are packed and I sit on the bus. We don't know what bus because me and Jim and Don and his wife, Rebecca, get on. Right. And we just met them. So they sit over here. They sit behind us. We sit, I don't know, 6 rows back on one of those charter buses. So we're going, we're waiting, he's seeing all the players. Oh, there's Field, there's this.
Yeah.
And and I'm like, oh, this is gonna be cool. Maybe they're coming on this bus with us. No, it was the ownership. So the first guy that gets on the bus is Ted Phillips. Walks on the bus, looks at us, says nothing. 0.
He said nothing.
Nothing.
Six figures to be there.
Sits down. So here's my seat in the bus row.
Right.
Jim is next to me at the window seat. So I'm sitting in the the aisle. There's Ted Phillips. He picks the same row as me. It's like
I looked down at my phone. He'll
enemies.
text me a picture of the most miserable person on the planet.
No
4
way.
feet away from him. It's Ted Phillips right
He's
here.
like
next to him.
Angry face Ted, right? Okay, then other people come on. Larry Mayer, he ignores me because he doesn't like me. But then Tom Thayer, everyone's saying hello to me. They know who I am, blah, blah, blah. Then to George McCaskey's credit, I don't know if it's his wife, a woman was with him. He gets on the bus and he's like, hey, Phil, hey, Jim, hey, Don, and is very professional.
Of course.
So glad you're here. Thank you for your generous donation. And then after he says this wonderful, how you would expect greeting as a professional, Ted Phillips then says, oh, I thought these guys were interns.
Yeah.
I kid you not.
That's embarrassing.
Jim was like, this is why they haven't won. Right there. Like even if we were interns, don't you have the class and dignity to say, hey guys, I've never seen you before.
How you doing?
What's going on? Who are you?
Acknowledgement.
Oh, it was
that
terrible. True story.
That's terrible. Terrible.
That's what they are.
I know. Well, hopefully it changes.
When
I recognize it needs to change.
When I see Dionne, it's a giant hug. Oh, it's like, hey, that's what class is like. Oh my God. Shane knows how to get me fired up. I go back there. The players knew who I was. Then it's Tony Medlin's talking to me like, Phil, what's up? And we're talking. And George, again, he's funny. Phil, he's not coming on your show. Don't even ask. No, I'm not. I'm waiting for you to come on. He's like,
George would be incredible.
He wouldn't come on. He would. Of course not. I think the fans, if he ever came on this show and just let loose, he would, I think, make so many strides with the fan base. This is the stuff they need to do. This is where Kevin needs to direct. You got to be more inclusive. It's one thing to go into a freaking tailgate, say hi, and be a politician. It's another thing to be your true self.
Well,
he's a funny guy.
He's a funny guy. I have to tell you guys, I gotta speak well on him because last year I emcee an event for a charity out in the suburbs. They take care of elderly people as they're aging. It's called Aging Care Connections, and they were looking for a sports person. And I'm like, well, based on the age of your clientele, if we could get George, that'd be amazing. And I sent him an email thinking there's no way he would do it, and sure enough, he did. Came and had dinner with my husband and I. He sat on stage with me, and there were maybe 150 people in the room, and he couldn't have been more gracious and took pictures with everyone, and just he gets it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's who he is. And he was if you didn't know that he was the owner of the Bears, you wouldn't know he was the owner of the Bears. You just think, wow, that's a really nice guy. I just think he's great. I was really impressed by that. And of course, the story that Courtney did about him umpiring.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
I mean, it's who he is. He's just George who lives down the street, right? I think he
Jenny from the block. It's George from the block.
I can't do that, Phil. That's too much. Oh my God. I will never know. Every time I see him, I'm going to think of that song.
Does he have a little or a lot? He's just George. George from the block.
Georgie from the block.
Yes. Oh, you have to sing that to him.
I'm not going to say that to him.
I'm going to do a parody song about that for George McCaskey. He used to have a little, now he's got a lot. So the little will flash on Ted Phillips real quick. Now he's got a lot. Kevin Warren, and there's Caleb with the claw.
Oh, yes, exactly. What do we think of the claw? What do you guys think?
I'm cool with it.
I'm cool with it. It's just we
hated
everybody. The Bears and that part of it got old for me. Listen, I respect everything that happened in 1985 and
of course
all of that, but at a certain point, I'm like, let's
gotta live out of that.
Let's go beyond that and get beyond it. But the only thing that I didn't love about the claw is that's Bearman. He's the one that started.
I know he is.
It wasn't Caleb.
Caleb's I don't think Caleb's saying he's trying.
Oh no. But a lot of people are Flus. If you go into the 1920. He's like, you guys got the thing going. And I'm like, Bearman started that a long time ago.
I look at it different than these guys. I look at it like somebody sampling a song. And
I have no problem with it.
Now he's, you know what I'm saying? He's actually the person capable of taking it further because, it's Caleb Williams. So he had the courage. I think it goes back to what Dionne is saying. He's very comfortable with himself and his creative process is what it is. So for him to do that, and he always walks away, Dionne, from an interview. Go Bears!
I know.
You know what I'm saying?
Love
that. I love that.
Wilson did that.
Mm-hmm.
But Russell did some other thing like ride.
He did that, but in Seattle, what he's saying, I forget exactly what he go Hawks.
Is he saying anything in Pittsburgh now? I don't know.
Yeah,
I think Justin, sit down.
Punt returner one. I think he says.
Steelers can lose every game. I won't be mad. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Spoken like a great Cleveland girl.
That's right. That stadium can implode. I'm fine.
How excited just to go to college? How excited are you for Ohio State this year?
Very excited. Man, they're loaded. Coaching staff. They
better win it. They better win it all this year.
They have to. They have to. They have everything that they could possibly want. I mean, it's like the rich get richer. It's pretty impressive. No, I'm excited. I'm excited for all of it. I can't believe it's football season, you guys. Holy moly.
Almost here.
It's here. I know.
Were you nervous for a second on Caleb with the whole he signed and then today it's like he didn't sign?
No, it made me laugh the way that they posted the terms and the money. I was like, you guys, that wasn't a surprise. That's
right,
what it was. We all knew that it was what it was. We knew that there was. I talked to Waddle last week, and that's what he said. He's like, it's just nuance in the language. They're trying to see what they can get. It was what the one thing they could ask for was to not have, and that wasn't going to fly, and it didn't. And he signed, and it's fine. I just, I wasn't thinking he was trying to like pull one over or be Hollywood in this moment and say, no, I'm getting this because I'm Caleb Williams. I don't think he was like that at all. I think they were just trying to negotiate as best they could, and they ended up right where they started, and he signed, and it's fine and it's over. I was never concerned about it. I'm glad it's done because that means the conversation can change, which is good.
Exactly. Let me ask you this based on that. This is important to me because you're such a great human being. You really are. She's authentically like this, people. I can tell you. This is who she is. Such a good person. We missed you.
Well,
I've been trying to get her on for months, Jane, right? Yeah. But glad we're here. But you're so nice. But do you get mad?
Oh, yeah.
Does this stuff get you fired up? How do you control your fiery disposition, especially as a reporter, when you know you're asking a pertinent question and you're getting a political answer?
That stuff does bother me. Like I do get fired up about it. When I was younger reporter, I would like lose sleep about it. I was like, I should have asked it differently because then they would have said it this way. And as I've gotten older, I've kind of cooled my jets a little bit and been like, I cannot control what they're gonna, but I also get frustrated with myself because I do think there's ways to ask questions better, right? So I'm always trying to push myself to make sure I'm following the conversation and presenting it in a way that gets the answer I want or gets them to reveal something that is needed to reveal, because there are pertinent questions, and we've been around enough coaches to know that they can talk a lot and not say anything, and that irritates me. And then I feel like I blame the question, right? Like I feel like I should have asked it differently and not let them get off the hook with that. So I do get fired up. I get angry about access. I get angry about when the Bears will put out a great story and you're like, oh my God, like, why would you not tell us before the fact? Like, I've said out loud to Kevin Warren and those people, like, it does me no good when you send me a press release on Thursday about a great thing that one of your players did on Tuesday with a bunch of kids and we weren't there. Like, that's not a good story. We're not going to report that. That's not worth it. And that fires me up. It's like, if you really want to use us to show what your guys are doing in the community, then let us be there. Like, what a waste of your breath. Like, we're not going to promote it. We're just not. It's unless we're actually physically there. And so stuff like that bothers me because I feel like there's opportunity there and they're missing it. But again, I can't control it. You
got to get the Jason Leisure and Mark Potash big book of hammer drops. I said you can always hear the questions and then they come up there and it's like, oh, I love it. But it's exactly what they need. It's exactly what they need.
They need to be pushed. They need to be pushed to answer questions. And now that they have as much as they do talent and roster wise, I think our questions can be even more pointed because it's all there. It's at this point, it's all there. They need a few pieces, but it's there. And if it doesn't work for Eberflus or they start 0-3 or 4 again, I mean, I think the pressure needs to be on him at this point. So
100%. Did you watch the newest 1920 Football Drive?
I have not yet. No.
So he is talking to everybody in the big auditorium.
Yeah.
And he went like all Dave Wanstead, we got all the pieces in. Yeah.
Oh, I need to watch it. Okay.
He's like, we have everything that we need to do it this year. And
wow.
This wasn't a let's get into the wild card thing. This was
we can do something.
This was let's
wow.
go.
Oh, I gotta watch it.
Check it out. Have you watched any of the Giants?
My producer asked me that tonight, and I was like, no, I have to do that because I want to mentally be ready for when the Bears are on there. So, like,
there's a lot of Bears.
There's a lot of Bears cross.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. They sit down with Caleb. They show that.
Wow. Okay.
Talking about Roma Odunze. Like, I can't believe they passed on Odunze. Like the Giants GM is the dumbest dude.
Not a great look for Joe Shane in New York in this.
Oh, I have to watch that.
You're gonna have to watch these because there's now a third episode. I didn't get to see the third one yet, but
that last night was the big one because it was all of the
Saquon.
The owner comes in, he's like, I'm not going to be able to sleep very well if Saquon goes to Philly.
Wow. Oh my God. Oh, I have to.
Joe Shane. It's just so much different than what we're used to. Like Joe Shane gets on the on the phone.
Stop spoiling it, Shane. Please stop spoiling it.
Anyways, hey, go back in the background, ass man.
Watch the cup.
Oh my gosh. Hey, guys, I'm at work, so I gotta run because we have an hour. So, but I could talk to you guys forever. Let's not wait this long. Okay, can I come back sooner?
Absolutely.
Listen, your invite is always open.
Well, thanks. Well, I want another lobster dinner, so that's what I'm coming for.
Listen,
got to do the Peggy and Dionne After Dark TTNL.
Oh my God!
Bring you both on together.
Drinks and lobster.
As long as we can drink wine, we are.
Yeah, you can drink wine. Peggy was drinking wine when she came on with us.
Awesome. Well, if I was at home, I'm at work, so it's
next time.
But next time,
I'll have to send you some. Where I live here I live on the St. Lawrence River. They're surrounded by wineries and distilleries. What kind of wine do you drink?
I'm not that much of a respecter of persons, but usually I love a good Sauvignon Blanc.
There you go.
There you go. It's going out this week.
Here from the Thousand Islands.
That would be awesome. But either way, love you guys. Thank you so much. It was super
Dionne, thank you so much for your time. We love you. Follow her on X and all of her endeavors.
I'm not check marked. I'm not paying. He gets none of my money. Don't do it.
There
it's
you
not
go.
worth it.
Yep.
See, she put her stamp on TTNL. There you go.
That's right.
Love you, Dionne.
Love you guys. Thanks. Have a great night.
You're the best. Dionne Miller. No, that's Ivan. Dionne.
Dionne.
What a great interview with Dionne.
Yeah.
Dionne.
But that's Dionne should be. If you had somebody, if she was doing what Larry Mayer did, imagine the upgrade. You know what I mean? It's just it's so.
She's a pro.
Outdated. They're doing. What is that?
I don't know what that is. Is that Ivan?
I think so. He just muted and it went away.
Well, I muted him.
Oh, okay.
I knew it was him.
Yeah.
How's that? Was that better?
Yeah, there was something crackling or something. It sounded like something was dragging across your mic.
Oh, crack!
Was it Sharice Dreads?
You're such a dick.
I'm trying to get her to pop up in the background.
Yes, her up. Deb, he has no shame, Deb. Oh my God!
No, Dionne is the best.
I was
she
shocked.
Really is.
I was shocked when she said that they're late on some of the promotional stuff. Like you do something good in the community, and then you tell them on Friday. Like what is that? Like
the Caleb Cares thing, and it was Colleen. Was it Colleen Kane? I think was the one that was there covering it. So they all should have been there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's something like that is huge. Ryan Poles was there. Matt, that right there showed. I know when people were saying like, is there an issue with the contract and stuff like that? And this was just a couple of days ago. That told me that there was no issue with the contract at all.
Exactly.
Luce was there. Ryan Poles was there. All of that, but it's
oh my fucking God. Your lunch with Larry.
He wasn't there.
No.
But you're right, Shane. It's so antiquated.
I think it's going to be
the night.
Angelo.
It's an Angelo free night next week.
He did text me, but I didn't get back to him. So, you know.
Hey, coach, can I come over and swim in your pool?
Hey, coach. Still one of the best clips we've ever had at TTNL.
Can you get the clip? Upload the clip. We have it. No, I need the full clip of this.
So, Angelo,
that one.
Yeah,
that one.
Scary. Yeah.
It's so good. I'll delete this clip of that.
Yeah, delete that, and then I'll just give me.
But Dionne Miller even texted me just now how she didn't even want to leave the show. She was having so much fun.
Yeah, I'll send her some wine from here, and that'll be cool.
Some gifts that dead air. Ivan didn't help us out, Shane, at all.
I was looking at something else. I'm sorry. I thought you got.
You
I thought you were
gotta
going to
step
say
up, Rod
something,
Peru.
Shane. I thought you were going to say
texting.
something, Shane. You're like, I'm
I'm
going to order
working
this
on this.
wine, and then he went dead silent. I was like,
I'm working on this.
Shane's
video,
working on
man.
the lyrics from Georgie from the Block.
Yeah. Oh man.
You have to do this. Used to have a little, now he's got a lot. There's a lyric in there. Someone knows what it is. She used to have a little, now she's got a lot. Dun, 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 dun. It goes like that.
You got to put George's scooter in there someplace.
Oh,
too.
of course. George's scooter has to be a lyric in there.
Yeah, he's riding his scooter around the block.
He's just riding his scooter around the block.
we got a bigger strip.
I found your car charger and I'm coming for you.
What the fuck?
Who's that?
What was
I
that?
have no idea. I don't even know.
What was that?
My hands were like right here. Dude sounded Russian.
Oh, God, he did, yeah.
The Russian mob.
Let me see if I can rewind that.
Mr. Angelo, I found your car charger and I'm coming for you.
Yeah, that's a little scary right there.
That is 100% Angelo through and through.
So funny.
Oh my god.
Oh
That's
my
the thing.
God.
Phil and I have taken so much grief from people in the comments on YouTube and saying that we're using Angelo and we're treating him like shit. And oh my god, you spend 10 minutes with the guy on the phone, you find out exactly who he is. He is the most open and honest and just naturally funny person, that I've ever met. He's, oh my god, this guy is hilarious.
Angelo legitimately, Skeeter, was scared. After the show, we were able to have a post show. I wish we could record those, especially with Angelo. It's so
we might
great.
have to.
We might have recording them,
doing that.
put them on
Patreon. Post them for the Patreon. Because even the pre-show and the post show could be their own.
Yeah,
their own entity.
Oh my god!
Seems like 'cause some of the stuff. Well,
she sent me her address, Shane, so I'll send it to you.
Yep.
Text it to you.
Perfect.
But yeah, TTN Angelo is TTNL. Absolutely. He's got his shirt. I don't know if he went out and did some of the taste tests.
I don't think he has.
Shane, you gotta every time you're having a guest, we gotta have Angelo do that intro so we can intro the show with Angelo's. Tonight we got a great guest, Ivan. I'll tell you right.
Dionne Warwick, everybody. She's gonna be so much. That's what would have happened.
And at the end of the show, you play his outtakes.
No.
Maybe we can get Angelo to grow some dreads.
Yeah, that would take a while. Skeeter,
top 5 guests.
Yeah, Skeeter doesn't know who Angelo is, but it's
new.
hard to. New. Yeah, you're new here. Just
you have
a while. You'll
see
him. Yeah,
you'll see him in next week's show. He'll be back. You'll see him.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I have it. I probably have another.
We have more Angelo drops than anybody. Well, maybe I have the most drops because Shane's always putting my stupid.
What?
Scott has said it pretty good right here. He's just an unconscious comedian.
He is Chris Farley.
Yeah, he's the Italian Chris Farley. And the thing about it is, the best part is his dad.
Oh my god.
Ivan, that's where we got to get you on the phone. You don't even have to talk. Just sit in the background and we'll get his dad on. His dad is more, I don't want to say more, but he's more willing to do anything than Angelo.
Yeah.
Dude, tell him to go on the show with you. What's the matter with him?
Phil, you got to get him on the show.
He needs to loosen up. He's too tight.
Oh,
And then
my
Angelo.
God.
The hidden things about Angelo are those laughs. Like, if we watch that clip again, you'll hear him make certain noises.
Oh, yeah.
Like, that was scary.
I'm going through some old clips here. I'll see what I can.
I love Angelo, man. Through the wheat fields of Montana.
The fields of Montana.
An American Mustang.
American Mustang.
Man, where?
Honestly, I saw it. Like when he was describing it, like I saw it.
Oh yeah, he can.
I was like, man,
describe
that was
it.
pretty descriptive. I was like, well,
Yeah.
all right.
Bullets doesn't.
Bullets and Cherie are not
There's
fans.
only two people in the universe.
Yeah,
that are not.
Don't get it. Right.
I don't get that. Like I'll just say that I don't get them.
I don't get
I
Angela.
understand.
I don't get Bullets and Lady Bear there. That's the only time I really don't agree with the two of them.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes, maybe other things. Bullets.
Michigan.
Usually me and Bullets. He is a Notre Dame fan, so.
Go Navy. I know.
Caleb
trying
Williams.
to get Cherie out, like trying to figure out anything.
Trying to get her. I thought Angelo and Dreads would do it. That didn't even work.
Oh, I can Photoshop with the best of them. I can definitely get dreads on them.
Have you ever been to like Spencer's Gifts?
Oh yeah.
The farther back in the store you went, the crazier the fucking
Oh,
shit
Coach,
was.
I can't go there. I don't want to make anybody mad, Coach.
Send Angelo to Spencer's Gifts. Do they still have those stores?
Cherie said she's cooking. Are we all calling bullshit on that?
She's might be cooking, bro.
Something's cooking in the oven.
Something's cooking.
Something's cooking in the oven.
That, by the way, Cherie, that was Ivan Vargas.
That was Ivan.
That was not.
He is listening, Ivan. She's taking notes at the stove. Phil and Shane Pickens' weight at the combine was 292. After reports of him being much thinner and in shape this year, would you fare DN low 280s? He's strong. No, I think he's preparing to penetrate.
Yep.
Be that 3 technique. That's what.
Originally, that's where we thought. We thought Dexter.
I
would be
100%. 100% thought he was going to be the 3 tech. That kind of speed, but yeah, Shane pointed it out in the picture. He's someone under the radar. That was one of the questions I wanted to get to. Like one guy, Dionne, that fans should be watching. But we'll have to save that for another time. We'll have to say that for another time. Doyle Colette or Collet, whatever. He's French. Did y'all see the TJ Hushmanzada?
Did. Yeah,
compare Odunze's ball skills to Larry Fitzgerald? Yes. Yes. I saw, I guess Rome was working out with former Bear favorite for a season, Ricky Prohl. And apparently TJ Hushmanzada stole him from Ricky. Or something that happened where
Rome went to TJ and they started talking. He's like, yeah, we should work out together. But yeah, give him the old Larry Fitzgerald, ball skills comp. That's who he is.
Big, dominant football player, and he's gonna have that kind of ball skills like Larry Fitzgerald. I mean, sign me up. Sign me up. I scouted this guy. He was my number 1 receiver, and his body language just said to me, elite person and actor at the route. That's where he stood out for me. Where Neighbors kind of had an aggressive post catch disposition. I saw a little of that, but I just saw so much strength and acting at the top stem of the route with that size. It's Larry Fitzgerald, I don't think is as fast as Odunze. And that's where I don't remember. What did Fitzgerald run, Ivan, in the 40? Can you look that up back then? Angelo, since you're the guest, this is the shout out segment. You got anybody you'd like to shout out tonight?
I like to give a shout out to all the people that coached me in Lambert Hall. Scott McQueenie, Scott Medeiros, Coach.
That was
What the hell?
that was
That was not me, Angelo.
All right.
Oh my God, Angelo.
Yeah.
I have no idea what just happened. That guy Shane
That was the wrong button. He's a smart ass, that dude.
Yeah.
He's over there. That guy Shane.
No, go ahead. Keep naming those guys up because I know all of them. Go ahead.
All right. You hear that little?
All right.
All right.
I'm kind of uncomfortable.
I'm not even laughing at that when he goes, all right.
Yeah. All right. The best. I always, when I play that clip,
he ran a 4.63.
4.63.
Yes, at his pro day.
Yeah, Jerry Rice had a 4.71.
Yeah.
Chris Carter ran a 4.63.
Same as Larry.
Anquan Bolden ran a 4.71.
Yep.
Chad Johnson ran a 4.57. Then I just found this little article on the score. Brandon Lloyd 4.62. Hines Ward 4.55. Brandon Marshall 4.52. Des Bryant 4.52. Antonio Brown 4.47.
Wow.
Wow. I thought Antonio ran faster than that.
No, there's a difference between football speed and time speed. I mean, I have to just say the name Jerry Rice, but there's a little bit of Rome in that. I mean,
oh yeah,
the
Jerry
exact
Rice,
opposite of that was Kevin White. Kevin White ran that 4.37,
correct,
right,
4.35, and Phil, you and I talked about it all the time. Like, you don't see it on tape. Tape, he was a 4.55 guy.
Right. Stiff.
It was
he had a longer upper torso.
Yeah.
And just, I don't know. Yeah, I've talked about it, Joey. If you're not a patron, I broke it all down. Why? About Rome Odunze over Marvin. I thought Marvin Harrison Jr. is a little bit overhyped. Don't see a huge separator, difference maker like people projected there. With Rome, I saw a dominator. No, it doesn't matter. He would just dominate. And he was a better route runner, better finisher, more physical than Marvin Harrison. Marvin's a good football player. I mean, he was my number 3 wide receiver. I even had neighbors over him. But if I'm choosing a team, I could see the difference on tape that Rome makes for a football team in everything he does. Blocking, I didn't see Marvin Harrison Jr. block like Rome did. I didn't see him create contested catches and go up and absolutely demolish corners and make people look silly all the time. I saw a guy that had good speed and ran over routes and shallow crosses, and no one was there because he had 3 other great wide receivers and a good line, and he's running down the sideline. Rome did things in college that translate to the NFL, and we'll see it. I'm not saying Marvin is a bad player. And that's the thing. I think a lot of fantasy football people and draft people that don't watch tape, that just go with the flow, they get caught up in these rankings. Like if Marvin Harrison is my top third best wide receiver, that's out of what, 80 receivers that are in the draft. That says a lot about who he is.
Oh yeah, and they I forget who exactly it was. It might have been Rick Spielman talking last week about, this is going to be a much better draft in 2025, and the needs of it kind of falls in line with the needs of the Bears, defensive end and offensive line, but they're talking about the wide receivers, and they went through all of them, and they, Marvin Harrison would have been the number one in 2025. Malik Neighbors would have been the number one wide receiver in 2025. Rome Odunze would have been the number one wide receiver in 2025. They're going through and breaking it down that way, but there was a lot of people that didn't think that Rome would even be available at 9. And I could easily, when I saw it, you guys have heard me talk about it here, when I saw Malik Neighbors and when he came here to New York, and first question, he's like, yeah, they know they need to get a quarterback that can give me the ball. I'm like, yeah, that, oof. And that ain't getting better. I'll just tell you. Like, I don't think you guys watch I don't want to spoil it anymore for Ivan, but Joe Shane, it was even worse this show.
Right. And
really?
And talking about last show, because I just finished it this morning.
Appreciate you, Corn.
I just felt like I was like, Joe Shane, like he seems like everything's going all right, but I'm just like you mentioned before, Saquon didn't seem happy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Saquon seemed like he was already gone mentally.
Yeah. And they play it out. So it's going to play into the Bears' hard knocks, because the team can nix. They have final say. So it was out there during free agency that there was two different stories. There was a story from the Giants and a story from Saquon. And it plays out in hard knocks that what Saquon said publicly was not true. So 100% the Giants are going to be like, yeah, oh hell yeah, we're including that. But it's just like he calls Saquon's agent, and you can see internally that he felt like he could play hardball with Saquon and his agent and win. Because like his biggest thing was like being in the
Ring of Honor.
The Ring of Honor. I mean,
this guy is.
It's just like, that's going to be your selling point for a
conversation about running back priority and cap, whatever they're worth. That was embarrassing too.
He calls Saquon's agent, and the first word, it's not even hello or hey, blah blah blah.
Joey,
how you doing?
Welcome, brother.
It's a good day to be you, and it was so dripping in sarcasm and fuck you. And he goes, well, is he going in the division? And the agent is like, yeah, I'm not going to tell you that. And he's like, well, I'm just trying to prepare myself mentally. I'm like, dude, you look so fucking weak right now that you're saying, and so the Giants are clearing that.
Right.
To put that out there. Well, then Mara, the owner, comes in and says, if he ends up, I'm going to have a problem sleeping at night if he ends up in Philadelphia.
Mara made sure he put that shit on there, because when this guy gets fired,
he's in Joe Shane's office. So this clip is
really
over Twitter, and Joe Shane goes, "We'll be all right." And
famous last words.
Mara goes, "Yeah, we will." and then he turns around and walks out of the office. But then you see the camera in the hallway, and the fucking owner ain't happy.
He's not.
He's rolling his eyes, or his angry eyes.
Yeah.
Hungry eyes.
Yeah.
Blazing Game. Jay Hood Media. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna reach out to Blazing Game.
Oh, I
get
can
him on the
text him.
show. So me and text him now.
Yeah.
Then maybe HBO will pick up our
But
interview.
that was from
Ba, ba, ba.
yeah, that would be great. But yeah, they talked to Jesus, why am I blanking on our
Shane?
back quarterback?
Oh,
or running back.
Oh, Roshan Johnson or
no. The
Khalil
next
Herbert?
one. Khalil Herbert.
Okay.
They asked him who they thought was going to be somebody that might surprise you on Hard Knocks, and he said, he brought up Kari. So that'd be super interesting to see, because he did a great job on here when he was on.
Oh,
yeah, I'll 100% text him, hit him up. But I don't want. I'm not gonna. They're a little bit busy right now. I'll wait until they have an off day.
Got a super sticker over here from Jay Hood.
Thanks, Jay Hood. What I was gonna say though, with you guys were talking to Dionne. I'm sorry, Dionne. Like now I'm self-conscious about fucking it up. You know what I mean? Because it was always anyway. But regardless, when we were talking to Dionne, you guys had mentioned like how you were questioning how restrictive they would be, because like they're still doing 1920 football drive, which is fine. I mean, do you right? Create content however you can, but how much are they going to give? How much do you think they're going to give to HBO? Because like you said, Shane, they're supposed to have like you're supposed to be free to roam and film what you want during it. So what do you think is going to be?
So Rick Spielman talked to Chris, his brother, and they've been in Detroit, and they talked to the play-by-play guy that does the Lions games, and he's like, I'll be 100% honest. When we first got Hard Knocks, he's like, I wanted nothing to do with it. He's like, I almost looked at it as an invasion of privacy. But he's like, let me tell you how this works. We were interviewing some rookies that were coming in, and he's like, I did the whole interview, interviewed 2 rookies separately. Those interviews were on Hard Knocks, and he had no idea that they were even in there. And there was Hard Knocks people underneath like his seat, but that's what they do. And they had a lady from Hard Knocks, and she goes, this is what a lot of people don't understand. A lot of this, they won't even know that we're there. Because they've been doing this since 2002. So 22 years they've been doing this. And now it's to the point where you know how it is, Phil, when you
hot wire with Virginia's chair at the stadium or something.
Oh yeah, that'd be a hell of a ride, right?
Oh my god, let's hear it.
But that's these guys are in front. These guys are. T-Med was on with Joniak and Thayer today.
George let him go on that show.
So they were talking about how the locker room has changed, and he's like, well, something that was that has changed big time is just he's like, I used to be able to just pick up the phone or go talk to the guys, and he's like, none of these guys talk on the phone anymore. It's text, or you have to send them a DM. And he's like, back in the day, you'd walk in the locker room and everybody was talking to one another. And he's like, now, you know how it is. We all have kids, and Ivan, your kids are a little bit too young yet, but everybody's looking at their phone. He's like, there'll be guys 4 lockers down and they're not yelling to them. He's like, they may text them. And so he was talking about how that has changed. But do you think it's going to be any big deal for Caleb Williams to have a few extra cameras in his face? He lives that life every day. He's on TikTok, Roma Odunze, all of these guys, they do it to themselves. It's it's not going to be a big deal to any of these players. And these guys are all about brand and get it. You don't think that Kari Blasingame would be excited about getting his story out there and becoming more well known?
Right.
The things, yeah, these guys want to do that. August 6th, right? I believe is the first. Somebody in the chat asked. August 6th is the first show.
I'm just a fan. I'm not a football evaluator.
Don't you think that that's who it's going to start with? Is George and Virginia?
I don't know. The opening scene.
I think it's got to start with.
They did a lot with the wide receiver coach in 1920.
Could this be the opening scene right here?
When you come to Connecticut, I'm going to give your kids a ride on the wagon with the mini bike.
What?
When you come to Connecticut, I'm going to give you your kids a ride.
You cut it off.
Oh,
that's exactly how it needed to be.
Yeah.
So out of breath.
Oh, that was because I had him do a 2-minute dance routine with the. You saw the. Let me play it again real quick. Look what he's holding. He's got the teenage. What are they called? Size.
Yeah, he's got the size.
He danced for 2 minutes and 36 seconds for Carr's birthday. That was what I said to him. Yeah, look at him holding them.
When you come to Connecticut, I'm going to give your kids a ride on the wagon with the mini bike. There you have it, guys. We got a nice little wagon ride.
The cigarette at the end always gets.
You cutting back on him?
I can't vape.
Yeah,
there's not enough science out there. What's science say about cigarettes? You got me there. You got me there.
That's what Phil said when they asked him, or when you guys asked him last week. Hey, are you cutting back? He looks right at the package.
Yeah, he had 4 heaters when he was on with us last week for 18 minutes.
Dun, 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 with Angelo. Can you change the music to the him on the moped for next week? Dun, 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 dun.
See, there's bullets. Switching teams.
Dun, dun, dun. Angelo. Hey, guy. You come to Connecticut?
Guys, I got to get off the phone. There's cops up. They have a roadblock set up. Talk to him for 2 more hours. Guys, I'm getting really close to the roadblock.
All right. Yeah. There she is.
There she is.
Right.
All right, Sheree,
ladies and gentlemen.
What was on the menu?
It was some chicken sausage pasta, but bolognese.
Bone in?
Bone in what?
Bolognese. I don't think I'm saying it right.
Oh,
goddamn right that bone's in, fella. All right.
Bolognese. I never called it that before. Bolognese. Babe, let's go bolognese.
How do you like this guy?
I'm starting not to really. Maybe I'll put my Mr. Angelo.
We had a nice little talk today, didn't we, Sheree?
I mean, now I want to take that back now.
You could never give up on me, Sheree.
I told him he was a good guy, and now I think I want to take that back.
And what was my response when he told me that I'm a good guy? What was my response?
You said you are pretty awesome.
Yeah, I did.
He took
no humility, none.
That's
ownership of it.
Keep the bone in. Bolognese always comes out.
Bolognese.
Right.
Bolognese.
Yes, that.
Bolognese.
I'm with Ivan though. It did sound like she said bone in.
Oh, I thought she said bolognese. I was like, whoa, what is that?
Yeah.
Is that a new move or?
Bolognese.
No.
Right in here, Uber Eats.
I prepare my own dinner.
That's right.
I'm not getting anything delivered, Shane.
Not anymore.
No big sausage pizzas? No, nothing like that?
We should call Angelo, ask him what he thinks of a good bolognese.
Yeah, McCollum. It's probably too late. He's probably sleeping, right?
He's sleeping. Coach, it's a little late.
Nah, my mom made the fucking meatloaf again.
Is it a red sauce chili or is it bolognese?
Bolognese.
So is this like all homemade shit? Or is this like a pre-done frozen bag that you just dump into boiling
No,
water?
it's the HelloFresh meal kit. So
She's
got the Hello. They should be sponsoring the show. Sure.
I know as much as I use their stuff. I've tried. I'm gonna try again.
How has the HelloFresh been?
I like it because I mean,
F
you get
and I were
everything.
thinking of getting one of those
Everything is
deliveries.
portion. Well, I don't know if it'll work because you got a pretty big family to feed. So.
Well, we're just worried about me and Steph. We'll feed those kids.
Bill's gonna need the premium plus. You know, gotta fill the.
But no, it comes with all of the ingredients pre-measured and
creepers.
So I like it. You don't have to think about what you're making for dinner because you already got everything.
So
you
they're all
used
the
to have dinner
ingredients
made.
are there.
I used to have dinner made for me, Cherie. I might have to get a HelloFresh.
I have some pasta here if you want to.
Bolognese. Bolognese.
That's probably the room that he's in Portugal
He
right
probably
now.
is. In the outhouse in Portugal.
Poor Jackal.
Is he really in Portugal, or are we just fucking?
Yes, really in Portugal.
Yeah. What did he? His family went over. It's like
His
7
wife's
weeks,
family
I think,
is
something.
they're from
Yeah,
Portugal.
his wife is from Portugal.
The family lives there. They went to
tried-
visit.
I
I think
tried
they're like
to-
7 weeks there.
Yeah, not him though. They went over for a while, and then he was.
They
going
left
over
Jackal.
Yeah.
Oh damn.
Jackal's like, I woke up and they were fucking gone. I'm like, same thing happened to me, bro. It's all good. Don't take your kids to fucking Disney World, okay? That's the biggest mistake I ever made.
I told them no, don't take them.
I want to say something before we get underway about The Tape Never Lies. Okay, so I know that there's there's a billion podcasts and a lot of people talking about NFL and talking about the Bears. But let me just say that you really, if you are a viewer of Tape Never Lies, don't go anywhere else. Come right here.
That's right, Jay Hood.
That's right.
Jonathan Hood, Dave Cap in the mornings.
Sheree,
Dionne.
do you take a
Dionne.
Do you take a picture of your HelloFresh meal?
No,
You've never
it
done
never
it?
looks like the picture. I'm embarrassed that it never looks like the picture. It looks hard, so no, I don't take it. I tried to when I kept seeing it. It's not matching. I was
So
like, let me stop.
next week we need a before and after picture.
Can you do that?
Do it
Like
live on
what
air?
it's doing?
This is what HelloFresh said it was going to look like, and this is how
what
I put
got. Yeah, this is how I
No,
put you
I
there.
don't need to be broadcast. I'm trying to get a husband. I can't be broadcasting skills to the world.
You hear this southern drawl? Trying to
Yeah.
get a husband.
I get a husband.
Husband.
As long as Cherie's happy, I'm happy.
That's right.
That's it.
Thank you, Thomas, because these fools don't care.
Cherie's not happy, Thomas, because you haven't come on the show again. She misses you.
I love all.
Exactly, Thomas.
Nicholas, we may do a couple with our patrons.
Yes.
But we're not going to do every one. Like football season is upon us, and our schedule
God.
gets a little bit hectic. I mean,
that's right. I'm coaching, Shane. I'm still taking donations. Give.thetapeneverlies.com. Help the Wolverines. We're kicking off, Shane. September 1st.
September 1st.
September 1st. Sunday.
With the Wolverines.
I know somebody that won't be there. Sorry, buddy.
September 1st. We will be live. We'll be live.
See, Nick is a patron. Yeah, no, it's just we have a bunch of stuff plan. Then it's like I said, having kids and families and stuff like that. Everything gets a little bit condensed with everything going on. And Phil, I know, gets super busy too. But yeah, we're gonna do some things. We'll do a watch party. We can't broadcast it, obviously, but everybody will turn it on at the same time, and we'll all watch it, and we can react. And Cherie has said that she will host the post hard knocks.
Hard knocks.
Hard knocks. The hard knocks.
It's a hard
Full
knock.
disclosure, y'all know I was one of them people that wasn't on board with the Bears doing hard knocks.
I remember.
But I'm not gonna lie. The more and more I hear you guys talk about, because I was one of the people that it's gonna be a distraction. Why do y'all always put me on the screen?
That's Phil's move, by the way. I remember when I was telling everybody that my son had cancer. Phil fucking puts me up full face. I'm like, no, let's
like
just
right now.
Take that down. I'm about to pour my soul out and cry on air for the first time ever.
Yeah.
I was like, these fucking taxes, fuck you.
Fucking goddamn it. Fucking Kevin Warren, go back to Minnesota.
You want to pray for something? Pray for me, you motherfucker.
Exactly.
Come back.
Exactly.
Cherie bounced on that.
She's taking her
fuck out of here.
Polonaise off.
Thomas Jones is hard knocking at her door.
Oh.
What it is.
Cherie, you about to be real happy.
It's just so slick and skinny in a hole.
Yeah.
Oh, she got a call.
Ooh, yeah.
A booty call. No, I'm joking. I'm
I
joking.
got that call.
Cherie,
I just called.
Is that HelloFresh for two?
I try to get y'all updates in the private chat.
I didn't say it.
I don't see.
Strangely enough, I got some homemade bolognese right here, Cherie.
Spot on.
What I was saying about Hard Knocks is I was one of the people that was like, oh, it's going to be a distraction. But I'm on board now because the more and more you guys talk about it, I realize this is a younger generation that has grown up on social media. So the cameras are not a distraction to them. So, but there is a part of me that I don't want to know. Like, I like some, I kind of like, gee, really?
Give me some fucking names. I just wanted to see if you'd answer.
No, I'm not gonna. I love all. I am one of them people that sometimes I don't need all the information. I do like the ignorance is bliss, and I don't want to know stuff that I'm gonna be disappointed in. So I don't know. I'm on the fence.
I'm glad you put your right foot in. She put her right foot out. She put her right foot in. And she shook it all about. She did the hard knock potion, and she's in, Shane.
Yes, you guys have changed my mind on the hard knock.
Yep.
We've changed Carrie Franklin's mind about, and Bullett's mind about Caleb Williams over Justin Fields. So now we've changed your mind about Hard Knocks. We did it, Shane.
Do you like 1920? Ace has a good point.
Yeah, no, I do like the little videos that they put out. I don't catch all of them because again, y'all know I don't be on social media like that. But the ones that I've seen
this
on
will be
YouTube
better than 1920.
Do you consider YouTube social media?
Yes.
1920 is more edited, derived over time, and you could see how some of it is great, some of it is ticky-tack. Where I think Hard Knocks gives a real, what do we call it? A real look, a sneak, like Shane said. People don't even know the cameras are there.
I think the Hard Knocks off season is going to end up being very underrated moving forward. And I mean, that shit is pretty dope. Seeing the behind. I mean, these guys, I was really surprised when they're bringing up players that didn't sign with them. Like I said, they talked about DeAndre Swift.
That was
shit's-
awesome too.
that shit's
Yeah,
cool, but
I like that.
I just don't think Joe Shane has helped himself at all.
I think it was great too, to your point, because Tate obviously loves it, so he's able to see how a professional team builds their team. And some of you guys, I've told you for years, my uncle Sam told me there's a lot of shoe salesmen in this league in high positions, coaching, and everywhere. And watching Joe Shane just gives you pause on how he runs a football. Like, my God. Some people are just meant to be scouts, maybe. I haven't watched this latest episode, but Shane's setting the table like, wow.
Yeah, I just don't, I would like to see more of the Giants draft room. Like when I watched the Bears, I mean, it was, yeah, I put that up there.
Bullets just figured it out.
Yeah. And Bullets just texted me right now. Did you see we took Caleb?
You see we took Caleb?
Holy
We're
shit.
right, guys.
I can't believe you guys are talking about this. Who do you think we're going to get at 9?
Ain't gonna be Tupac, I'll tell you that. Listen, Shane, real quick. We have Ron G, the super producer. He has 3 tickets.
Yep.
For next Friday's training camp. Do you want to give one away tonight? How do we want to?
We had somebody else in the chat offered up.
Yeah,
some
Doug Connell.
Doug Connell too?
Yeah, he offered up tickets. He sent you the message. He sent both of us a message, Shane. But
on Twitter.
Yeah, give me a second. I'll pull it up.
Oh, Ivan, by the way, whenever you send me something on Twitter, you're sending it to my old account.
Oh, okay. So,
At Wazram is the one that I use.
I got you.
I went and looked, and I'm like, oh shit, Ivan's been sending me shit on Twitter. And that's it on the account. It's on the account I never used.
Oh yeah, he has tickets for August 6th, 4 of them, and it's just August 6th. So Tuesday, August 6th, 4 tickets.
So that's a great day because you can go to camp, and then that night you can watch Hard Knocks.
Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So let's see. August. When is it?
Well,
August 2nd is the first day.
Let's wait, and we can come up with some ideas.
We got to give one away tonight. Isn't this next week that it starts?
No, the tickets that we have to give away are in August, right? You said
Ron G.
Which one was Ron G's? That was August what?
Hold on, I'm gonna pull it up. No one fucking responded to him in the chat.
I would have.
I did, but
Facebook
You did?
Well, I did, but then Sean came up with the tickets, and so now it's 3 free for on Ron G's side.
Saquon did not sign a 13-year
For
contract.
day 1 of camp. So when is day 1 of camp again? Friday, July
Saturday.
26th. He has tickets for Friday, July 26th.
All right,
The
so
day after Shane's birthday.
The day
So
after.
next Friday. Yeah.
Next Friday. Ivan, you don't want to go next Friday?
I'm going already.
Oh, you said August, I thought.
No. The tickets. So
I'm choosing one person that I personally think that deserves to go. How about that? We could give 2 away tonight. I'm choosing. Is that okay with you guys? Do you mind? I want to send this guy, Kerry Franklin. Kerry Franklin.
You gonna be in town?
He says he'd fly from Tennessee.
Oh, perfect.
So, Kerry, you are my choice, and I know Shane's choice.
Yeah. And
Can
Sharice.
Can I answer for you, Shane? Am I reading the tea leaves correctly?
Absolutely. Go ahead.
Oh,
The
Carrie
other
said
guy-
he wants the August 6th ticket.
Oh,
I only have July 26th right here. Did we have an August 6th ticket?
Yeah, those were the tickets that Ivan was talking
Oh,
about.
so okay, you will get the August 6th ticket then.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sending this other guy because I can see Shane's brain.
Yeah, you know.
So I want to send, or Shane and Cherie would like to send, and I think me and Ivan too, Jose Torres
Absolutely.
over to training camp with Ron G, July 26th, Jose. You gotta wear your TTNL swag. You have to yell, "Hey, Courtney Cronin!" You gotta get a picture of Jose and Courtney at training camp because I know Jose is a big fan. But wear your TTNL. So there you go. We gave away 2 tonight. We still have 2 more for Ron G on July 26th. How many more do we have for?
We have 4 more for August 6th.
So we have 4 more.
Do you have 4 more or 3 left after you gave one to Carrie?
Well, I have.
You have 1 left.
How many does Doug Connell have?
4.
For August 6th.
Correct.
So now he only has 3. Or is there another one?
Well, didn't you say you had 3 with Ron G?
Ron G has the 26th of July.
Ivan.
Get this correct.
We're talking about 2 different dates. There are 3
Come on, Ivan.
26,
All right.
and 4 tickets for the 6th.
So, just to clear this up, Terry Franklin, you come on down. You're the next contestant on TTNL's Right. Ivan's got you. August 6th, Carrie Franklin is going to camp
with Jose.
No, Jose is going
see, this
July 26th.
Okay, there we
with
go.
Ron G.
All right, there we go.
Next Friday, Jose will be at the official opening of camp. It's next Friday. There you go. You want to give 1 more away, Shane?
Well, I think you should probably give away all of the 26 tickets because you don't have,
much time.
Yeah.
We don't have much time. Okay. What should we do? Should we do a trivia?
Well, we got to see who wants them.
Does someone want?
Who wants to be in?
Who wants to be in? Is Rajneesh?
I hope those fuckers don't cost $8. I'm not.
Unlike Ticketmaster and the Bears, we are giving tickets away for free from TTNL. If you are a patron, do you want to go to camp next Friday? Let us know and we will get you over there. Is any person, Alejandre Hernandez and Lil Pa, they would like to go, Shane.
All right. They were the let's make it easy. They were the first ones to respond.
All right.
There you go.
No, it's
code.
It's for you're already a patron. It's you that'll take you to sign up for a patron.
No, he's talking about for the team, I think. This thing.
Oh, yep.
So, yeah, you can hit that. Yeah. It's give.thetapeneverlies.com. Vince, Nicholas, Vicens? You need a license to drive.
So
in Germany.
Lil Pa, hit us up on Twitter.
Shane, hit Shane up.
Alejandra Hernandez.
Hit
us up on Twitter. Hopefully you both have Twitter.
If you don't have Twitter, you can hit me up on Instagram.
Did Doug I haven't looked at the message yet, Ivan. Did he give us all the info to get? Because it's got to be.
I'll get it from him. I mean, we've been friends for forever, so I'll grab him.
Big fan of Doug. He's a good dude.
So Alejandra and Lil Pa, make sure you just put confirmation in the chat that you're going to go to Twitter.
So you're going to be going with Jose Torres, Ron G, Alejandro Hernandez, and Lil Pa. Lil Pa. I don't know what Lil Pa's real name is, but
that is his real name.
Lil Pa?
Yeah, Lil Pa. Yeah.
Is it?
Yep. Yeah.
From the block?
Sure. Why you give me that look?
Yep. It's him. That's Lil Pa. That's
Confirmation.
There you go.
Confirmation. We are doing what the Bears, get this, Shane, and we didn't get to bring this up with Dionne. The Bears keep giving these fucking fraud boy fans gifts. This dude is out there belittling Caleb Williams leading up to the draft. Yet let's give him his jersey early, and guess what? Caleb will deliver him a message and sign it for this fucking clown. No, just when you think they haven't done enough dumb shit, let's send this fucking guy to camp when everybody else is struggling to go. Let's send this guy to camp. I'd love to bring him on this show. I know we have reached out to him. I just want to see how you try to backpedal out of that shit.
Oh, there's been a lot of backpedaling when it comes to quarterback situation. For sure.
All the gypsies, all of them are out. They're all.
But we're all just Bears fans, guys. Can't we just hold hands and forget about all the bullshit that we just told?
I'm not going to talk bad about Justin while he's still on the team. Come watch my all 22 breakdown where I will tell you the truth about everything. Make it make sense.
Can't stand you.
Can't stand you.
Hold on.
Tropic of Cancer.
There you go.
Uh-oh.
He's trying to sign in. Sounds like one of those guys that wants to debate with us, but somehow can't get on.
Oh, yeah.
Right, Sheree?
Oh, yeah. I'm not saying that Lil Pa did this, but who was the one dude?
Dante. Remember
Dante? Yeah, Dante.
Who was the other clown?
Tagged me on Twitter. He's like, I heard you brought up my name on the show. Put it on Twitter, and I was going to respond to him. And I looked, and he had like 14 followers. I'm like, oh, yeah, I did. He's like, I would respond. You could have sent me the link, but y'all blocked me. And I never blocked you, Dante.
Dante, tu loco en cabeza.
There you go.
Dante is. Dante. Good old Dante. I never go on it. Listen, if you can't sign in there, do you have Facebook?
I don't. Had it for about 9 days.
Your comedic timing needs improvement.
Yeah. Shane, you have. Who was that? Who
was this dick? Wasn't it the crying phony boy who said that shit?
The one dude used to send me clips all the time, like in show. Like I'm talking.
Was it retro?
Retro movie, yeah, it might have been that.
Yeah.
He used to send me clips. He used to send me clips to bust Bill's bust Bill's balls.
Billy.
And I'm like, they're not funny. And he's like, well, that's because you lack comedic timing. Like, oh, okay. That'll definitely get me to play him then.
There's a lot of things you could say about Shane. That one.
Yeah,
that one's just completely wrong. Complete.
So we can give you a Lil Pa Twitter update.
Lil Pa.
I don't think he's signed in yet.
Lil Pa.
And see him like yelling to his wife. The fucking password was right here on the desk when I signed in.
Breaking news. The tape never lies. Network breaking news.
Little Pa has still not signed in.
Yes,
There he
still
is.
has not.
Little Pa.
I don't give a fuck that he smokes weed. They all smoke weed.
Smoke weed every day.
Alejandra Hernandez got his.
He's in.
His password.
It's a her.
Yeah, Alejandra.
Oh, it is.
Right? Oh, her. Well, is she
Oh,
single?
yeah, because
Alejandro
would be the
we should,
male.
We should fuck with Lil Pa. No, it's got to be on Twitter.
Leave Lil Pa. Let's see if he reaches out. Lil Pa.
Yes.
Hit me up on Facebook Messenger. I'll get it to you there. I'll update you guys there as well. A couple notes. I gotta shout out my guy. Hold on.
Just real quick before you do your shout out. So Ivan, for these you have to have them. You have to. It's all via cell, right? So I gotta get
Ticketmaster. So like you just gotta make sure you have a Ticketmaster app and account and everything, and then
Ron G will take care of it.
But Ron G's already got him. He can just transfer him via cell, right?
Right. Ron G can do it via cell. Yeah.
All right.
Pretty easy. I don't have the tickets yet, so.
Sounds like trouble.
No, it's
Ron G's got these tickets. I can tell you that.
Yeah, don't piss Ron G off. There'll be fire and metal and.
Ron G picked up Adam Rank from the airport, bro. Drove him to his hotel. Ron G don't play. He is team TTNL, him and his wife. I got to shout out my guy, Brian Potter from
What's up, Brian?
Fan Bags Cornhole. This guy is making me a TTNL professional cornhole game with the things. And he's sending it to me. And I got to shout out Fan Bags. He makes these, Shane. If you ever want one, check them out.
Yeah.
www.fanbagscornhole.com. This dude, once I get it, we're going to show you. Like, I believe I can be a professional cornhole player.
Oh, God.
I'm serious. I can fucking...
God.
I'm taking everybody out. I haven't lost a game yet.
He's playing against the kids?
He's 3-0, Ivan. He's 3-0.
3-0.
I was 16-0 at this one party. And then again, I don't have Lil Pa. Is he DMing the main Insta?
Oh, gee, are you making me go on fucking Facebook for?
Is he on the Facebook TTNL?
Lil
Well,
Pa
guys,
be a middle
I have to
linebacker.
call it a night.
What?
Oh, Cherie.
Oh, shit.
What was that phone call about? Now
Good
you gotta
night,
leave?
guys.
Oh,
Oh.
I'm a fucking super
there it
sleuth.
Good night. I will see you guys next week. Love you guys.
Cherie, I won't see you.
Cherie.
Oh
next
yeah,
week.
that's right. Oh my God, happy birthday, Phil.
Thank
I'll send
you.
you a message or something. But
Yeah.
I
enjoy
appreciate
your
it.
time. And I'll
Yeah,
see you all
don't buy any fucking real estate. Right? Dick?
I'm not.
Steph will be like, it's so pretty, Phil. There's so much room for activities. There's bunk beds.
Time shares. There's bunk beds.
Steph's gonna kill me tomorrow.
Love you guys. Good
He's
night.
watching
Night,
too.
Cherie.
Give him hell, Cherie.
Bye.
From El Cherie.
He snuck that in there. Lil Pa, I don't have your DM, and where is he? Where are you sending it? It's not to me on Facebook. I don't know. I'm getting worried. Oh, he's going on Instagram. For God's sake, Lil Pa. I got him here. He's on Instagram. There he is. Lil Pa. I won't send his government name. Shane.
Okay.
Well, I got you now, Lil Pa. So I will make sure that we get you the tickets. You are going to camp next Friday night. I got you on Instagram. So that's awesome. We have Alejandra. You have Lil Pa.
Her right now for confirmation.
Jose Torres and Ron G. Next week, they all hopefully are sporting some swag from TTNL.
Yeah, I'll be there as well. Sean Stewart will be.
That's
so if
right.
you guys want to meet up,
I thought you were there on the 6th, but
I
you're
am.
going to be there July. You're going to be there both times.
No, I'm going to be on the 4th. I'll be there by myself on the 4th. I got a solo ticket.
Nice.
But the 6th, I probably can't go. So it might be, just the TTNL fans just kind of unleashed on training camp.
Uncharted.
Yeah, uncharted.
Well, next week, Ivan Vargas will be there covering it for TTNL. Ron G with Ivan, Lil Pa, Alejandro, Sean Stewart. Thank you, Sean. Jose Torres, and did I forget someone? Lil Pa. They'll all be there.
I think we said Lil Pa twice.
Lil Pa, Ivan Vargas, Ron G, Sean Stewart, Jose Torres,
Alejandro.
Yep.
Did I say everybody? 6 of you. I'll be there. If you're going to be there, leave it in the chat. On the 6th, Kerry Franklin will be there. And if we get more tickets, we're going to give away more tickets. I want to thank Ron G for supplying those tickets to TTNL and offering them right up, and no one responded to them, man. Poor Shane doesn't have Facebook.
I don't have Facebook.
He would have, Ron.
I would have been first.
He's afraid of you, Ron.
Yeah. Ron G doesn't like me.
He goes, is Shane mad at me?
I have no Facebook anymore. I'm a bad texter at times.
Creepers.
Ron G.
I love Ron G.
How could you not? Honestly, him and his wife are like, you could say a lot of things about social media and everything, but there is some positive that you get to meet great people.
Mm-hmm.
Ron G is one of those great people.
I just had a speech about internet friends. Right? So?
Oh my God.
There's hope, guys.
Yeah, I guess Shane only has internet friends.
Supposedly, yeah. According to the fucking geniuses upstairs or wherever they are.
I guess she doesn't know Angelo.
Nope.
She doesn't know him.
Yep. So it's a good place to wrap it up.
Wrap it up.
Fuck out of here.
That's what she said.
That's right.
That's what we told Marie anyway. I don't know.
Oh, Sheree, that was Phil, not Shane.
Oh my God, Greg, droning on and on. Shut the fuck up, dude.
Angelo, do you remember Greg Braggs?
No.
Look how long his hair is there.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, he's got like
that.
It looks like brown curl.
It looks like a frazzled Q-tip up on top. Play that again. Look at that.
I got you.
That's a lot of hair for Angelo. Angelo, do you remember Greg Braggs?
No.
Yeah,
He was like a different guy.
Does, yeah. No facial hair.
The Angelo, the power.
Oh my God, Greg droning on and on. Shut the fuck up, dude. I fucking love that. Oh my God, that's the part that kills me every time. Oh my God. Greg droning on and on. Shut the fuck up, dude. Play it again.
Oh my God, Greg, droning on and on. Shut the fuck up, dude.
Oh Oh my god. Jim is awesome.
The best.
I missed him. Gotta get him.
That is the game, Lawrence. Yeah.
Yes. Hopefully we get there. Fuck Greg Braggs or Green Bay. I don't know.
Yeah. Our fucking knees work, right?
Serious knees?
Serious. Yeah, too bad it wasn't a serious injury.
I have 2 major knee injuries. I can't.
God, you tear your MCL and your ACL. You know, guys are back on the field the next year now. Greg.
What will Chris Rock say? Put some fucking tussin on it. Fucking man up.
Oh man. Well, it'll be a surprise who the next guest is, Nick. Vicens. But the thunder starts. Can you guys hear that thunder?
No.
We had fucking tornadoes here yesterday, bro.
Bro, did it touch down?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Did?
Yeah, flattened the fucking church.
Damn.
Yeah, no shit.
Jeepers creepers.
Yeah, no, Melee knows.
Another guy I missed, Brett.
Yeah.
Well, we're at the precipice of camp. Churches are getting thrown and tossed around.
Yep.
And so are the Bears.
Actually,
hopefully they pull it all together. Greg Braggs.
Show you one of these pictures right before touchdown at the airport right here by my house.
Oh, this is Claudio the Barber.
I saw Claudio the Barber. We went to Modern Pizza, Ivan.
Yeah.
Claudio came with me, Steph, the boys, and my cousin, Odessa.
I love her.
Her 2 children.
I love her.
Bianca and Luca.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, Phil on the phone. Did I not, Phil? Tell her I love her.
Tell her I love her. Who is that? Is he single? I go, he's about to be. Living in his mom's basement. He's
About to be. I'm very fucking single, Odessa. Jesus Christ. That fucking comedic timing. You'll love me.
Nope.
Oh, wait a minute. I almost have.
There he was. I don't know if that's him when they released college football or drafted Caleb Williams.
I'm with Kate on that, man. I was looking forward to it. My son was texting me all day. He's like, 2 more hours. So this is the picture. This is from our local airport here where I live. This is and you see the tornado just starting to touch down.
Oh shit! Yeah,
wow.
yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, I was driving.
They're creating weather now.
Home. Yeah, I was driving home. So I'm about 10 or 12 minutes probably right there from that airport. And when there's like a Amber Alert, how your iPhone goes off and it gives that loud noise. That's what it did for the tornado. And is like telling you to like actively seek shelter.
Like Tate's horn there?
Yeah. Well, have you ever had an Amber Alert go off on your phone? You know that real loud noise. That's what it did for the tornado yesterday.
So you had to go.
I was driving. I just
move over to the couch instead of the.
No, I was driving. I was driving home. My son called me. He's like, "It's getting really bad here," and I'm like, "Well, buddy, I'll be there in like 10 minutes." He's like, "Should I?" He's like, "I'm already down." He was down in the studio playing my Xbox, playing college football, and he's like, "Should I go get the dog and the cat?" And I'm like, "Can if you want." So he was down in the basement.
Dude, don't adjust my rosters, bro.
Oh, he knows not to do that. That's the one thing. So on college football, you can adjust everything. You can't change numbers. They do not let you change numbers.
It's crazy, even with a freshman.
Yeah, you can't. So like if you recruit a running back and he comes in, he's number 47. That's
his number. Chris Conti.
That's what I told Ryan Cox. I said, fuck him. I'll just go to the transfer portal, get another one.
Another 47.
So I get
46.
I'm like a stickler for numbers, though.
What
like,
number do you prefer on a running back? What do you want?
Not 47. I would not be like
that.
Yeah.
44.
I've always loved 32 on a running back. I was always a fan of that. 44 I love on 44 I was always a big fan of. 34 always looks dope, but as a Bears fan, obviously you're never gonna see that again. But
Dev's gonna wear number 34 this year.
Like I hated when Roshan was number 30. I hate 30 on a running back.
Yeah,
for whatever reason.
30. Real quick, I forgot, so let me not. I promised Tate I would ask. We're looking for anybody that has a iPhone 12 or 13, like that era. If you do, please reach out to me. We're trying to get a Wi-Fi only phone for Tate so he can do his video editing, Shane. iPhone 12 or above.
It's got to be a phone. You can't just get an iPad?
He can't do it on the iPad. I tried. So mom had a talk with him. He's begging her. All my friends have one, but I only want to use for editing.
The old all my friends have one trick.
Yeah, that one didn't work. The editing one did, but if you do, before I buy one, got one, let me know. I promised the little guy I'd ask. Doesn't hurt to ask. I will pay for it. I'm just saying, if you have one. Before I go on Amazon Prime Day, did you get any deals, Shane? Amazon Prime.
The only thing I bought was a screen protector for my son's iPhone.
There you go. Your son has one.
Because I thought he would smash the screen. My daughter decided to take my son's phone and fire it off our front deck.
I don't put any of those screen protectors on my phones.
No, you put them on your kids.
I put it. Yeah, you do.
So it shattered the screen protector, but it didn't touch the screen of the phone. Yeah. So when he picked it up, I thought he was going to launch his 3-year-old sister into fucking orbit. That's how it looked just like the screen was shattered, but the screen protector itself shattered.
Saved it.
Yeah.
I have one of those cases that is off the phone, so even if you drop it straight down, it won't break. So I never put those screen save protectors on it anymore. I found them annoying. But that's just me. Anyway.
Yeah. And there was this.